Hello and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network, where apparently I am bad with technology.
As we are.
You're gathered with us for Friday Night Fights. We got SmackDown and Rumble on 44th Street on right now, and Rampage comes on at 9. Should be a fun time.
Right? It's going to be a whole lot of wrestling watch tonight.
Openweight champion Fred Rosser. Fourth match.
You gotta love Fred Rosser.
All right, so I'm watching New Japan on my phone and SmackDown on my television.
I'm trying to get New Japan on my phone, but I just got it buffering.
Don't know how much I can disclaim, but go to our group page and we could help you out.
It is what it is. They got my money.
Wow. Okay, but you're definitely gonna get to watch the replay, right? Or you should.
Yeah.
That's insane because of in this scenario, I'm supposed to be focused more on SmackDown, and you're focused more on New Japan. Like I can tell you what's going on, but it's probably gonna be a very, very bad description.
Let's see if the stream will.
All right, so right now, what you call it? New Japan is just going down all the matches that are happening tonight right now, so you're not really missing anything on that front. Right now on SmackDown, we have Solo and Sammy versus the Brawling Brutes. Okay. That makes sense because they took Sheamus out with his arm last week. So yeah, a little bit of revenge, hopefully, probably not, but it could be entertaining. Whoo! So Sammy and Pete Dunne are starting off on SmackDown with this tag team match. Ooh.
Okay, now it's going.
Cool. Because now I just see
Rocky Romero.
I just see people in the ring go one by one. New Japan. I'm pretty sure they're a group, but I don't know what the group is.
Well, Rocky Romero, so chaos.
Okay. No. Rocky Romero just got on my phone. I do know who he is. Okay, so yeah.
Looks like Sami Zayn's having a good time.
Question: has Sammy and Pete Dunne ever competed against each other in NXT?
I don't think so. I think Pete Dunne was in NXT UK when Sami Zayn was leaving NXT.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Because wasn't it 2018 when UK started? Beginning of 2018?
I can't answer.
Or was it 2017? Could have been 2017.
You know, let me look up real quick. This caught in my throat. It started in 2018. So nope, they did not. Okay, wow.
And Shinsuke versus Sammy, that was 2016.
Really?
Yeah, it's been that long.
That does feel like a long time ago. And now it's just like everybody, like it's like really everyone except New Japan is NXT heavy right now. Like AEW, that's.
I mean, New Japan's got like 3 guys.
Which 3?
So there's Kenta.
Okay.
Who was Hideo Itami.
Okay.
Then there's guy from Australia, big guy. Was North American champion.
No, Jonah.
Jonah, yeah.
Jonah. Okay, he is over there. Okay.
And Juice Robinson.
And then AEW, that whole tag team match on Wednesday with Keith Lee, the FTR, and Swerve. It's like Triple H knew what he was doing. He just didn't have the money and power to make it happen sooner. That really is what it was.
Is Leo Rush in New Japan? What's the deal with Leo Rush? Who's he wrestling with right now? I have no idea. I know he came back.
He did come back. Okay, so he did come back. He always goes on breaks. I will look that up real quick too. Let me see. And like, is something to be said about that, because how many wrestlers are like, I was burnt out. So he's being proactive. He's being very proactive. Before I can get burnt out, I'm gonna leave the company.
He takes more retirements than most wrestlers take vacations.
No, see, that's what I don't get. Why are you calling it a retirement? Like, just say I'm gone for 3 months. I will be bad.
Like nobody would make a deal of it if he just said vacation instead of retirement.
Right? How many like it's crazy that we're in this new age of social media, because back in the day, a wrestler was gone, it was just gone until he came back. It really wasn't a matter of okay, did he leave for real? It's like when Jericho first left in 2005, I didn't know he retired. I didn't know that he was supposed to retire. I thought he was just gone.
How you feel about Solo?
I love Solo. I do. This is one of the very strong NXT call-ups we had in a minute. All right, yeah. Okay, so Leo Rush is in Britain right now. He's wrestling for the British J Cup.
Is that Rev Pro?
One moment.
I assume it's Rev Pro.
It's not saying. Rev. It's just Rush has been at.
As you can tell by what I'm wearing, I'm very conflicted with New Japan right now.
It's straight up Bullet Club right now.
No.
And you got Rush. Not Rush. Romero.
No.
Who is that? Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Very conflicted right now.
Honestly, being an Eddie Kingston fan will have you conflicted with a whole lot of your emotion.
Well, he's feuding with Jay White.
He feuds with everybody. Who is he not? Honestly, when has Jay White? Not Jay White. When has Eddie Kingston ever been really cool with someone for a long period of time?
Long?
A very yes, keyword long period of time.
Like, he loves Penta, but he even got into conflict with Penta because of Phoenix.
Real quick, who's it?
Ortiz? Is the answer Ortiz? Is Ortiz? He got into a fight with Ortiz too?
Because that little stint when they're conflicted between JAS and Eddie Kingston, it was a little.
Oh yeah.
It was a little
Shoot. Wow, Eddie. Why you gotta fight all your friends? Oh, Carino. Did he ever fight Carino?
I don't know who Carino is. You
tell me. The Unwanted.
The what?
In Progress or Evolve. It was one of those. Tablet's freaking useless.
What's happening? Is the match over in New Japan? I hear a bell.
I'm seeing a fire.
And I'm seeing fire too. Who could this be? Oh, okay.
Oh, look who it is.
Who's the speaker? Speak
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. That's insane. You didn't know he was coming?
Oh, I forgot what the card was.
Oh wow. Like, he looks good as always. Like, I guess that's the best thing about him. Like, even though he takes time off, when he comes back, ain't gonna let he miss a step at all.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for longest friendship that Eddie's maintained without fighting is probably Colby Carino.
Colby Carino. Don't
And
mess it
Anika
up.
doesn't even know who he is. So.
Not even a clue. I will look him up because that is a Medal of Honor. It really is. Oh, no. No, Jim. Oh. So my attention is now on SmackDown. The Bloodline the Brawling Brutes just defeated the Bloodline.
I mean, it's hard not to choose Sami Zayn over Lio Rush.
Right? No, not even Lio Rush by himself. It's Lio Rush versus the whole Bloodline story because they lost because, of course, Sammy and Jay can't get along, and then Jimmy actually got into Jay's face. So it's like, what? And so now the Tribal Chief is coming out to solve this foolishness, and grits are going to hit the fan, I guess.
You know, after last week, I'm kind of down for Jey Uso just saying "my dog," like Ron Simmons and Damn,
Right?
like my dog.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot. This is my dog.
Maybe have one where a dog wanders in and pisses on somebody's bag, and the person gets upset, and Jay just walks up, "My dog."
That would be hilarious. Ah, damn. Everyone's facial expressions are so good right now. Like a bunch of kids that are into a fight, then daddy came home. All of this is his fault. Just saying.
I mean, you know what the best thing to do would be here? Just go forward and take the blame. You'll look better for it.
As someone who does not like getting into trouble, I'm not going down for nobody. I won't point fingers, but I ain't taking the blame for nobody.
But if you're the one coming forward and be like, "I'll take the blame here," and everybody else is standing back, just being quiet, trying to look away, like,
man, it depends on what it is.
But it's losing a match. It's losing a match. It's not like,
okay. It's losing a match.
It's not like it's not like you lost the title or nothing.
I'm thinking about when I was a kid, and then it'd be like all of us in the group, and then if someone gets in trouble, all right, whoever trouble is, you get a whooping. Nope. I ain't taking that L for nobody. I was over here playing with my blocks. I don't know. I don't even understood what was going on over there with those three. I'm geared out. Motor City Machine Guns. I don't watch Impact as much, but did they advertise this for Impact?
However, I say that, but unless, of course, somebody behind me is like, "Yeah, it was their fault," and it was like, "Well, I was trying to take the blame, but it was actually because of them."
I'm turning real quick.
It's like, if I try to take the blame and you try to shovel it onto me, no.
I'm already.
You want to open your mouth now? There you go.
I'm already up here. Just hush. Just hush. okay, so they did kind of advertise this match on Impact, right? Motor Machine Guns versus the Empire. Oh, I'm sorry, at the Aussie Open. It's actually pretty good. Okay, this actually is a pretty good, interesting match. Okay. This should be a good match. This should be a really good match.
How do you feel about Aussie Open?
So my first introduction was in AEW, the Forbidden Door hype. I don't know how they are without Will Ospreay, but as a group, I'm digging them. I will definitely say I'm digging them as a group. No, God, no. Why? Why? But yeah, like I didn't like they lost so much, and they were a new, well, not new act, but new on screen for me. Like I didn't like that at all. But yeah, I'm digging the whole thing. I'm actually feeling it.
I mean, the match is them versus FTR.
Oh, yeah. Like no,
Battle,
it's like
battle of the '80s porn stashes and names.
I feel like that's a VTE clip right there. Dash Cash, Ozzy. Brown chicken. Okay. All right. Roman's on the screen.
Sorry, I had to do it. Everybody else was throwing up ones.
It's just.
Did you see what I did?
Did
you see what I did?
No, I did. Of course. Related to the gay porn star match, we haven't looked at Japan wrestling.
Have you bought a Scissor Me Daddy Ass shirt?
I'm not getting that, dog.
I've been debating it. I'm like, is that too much?
Where would you wear it? And how much do you want to explain that to people just looking right at it? Oh, now you want to fix now.
Oh, that's not what to do, Sammy. That's not what to do. Solo likes him. Jimmy likes him. I don't know if Roman actually likes him or not. I think he finds him funny. Uh,
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I was there. Now I'm here. I just heard it.
Jay, why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that?
That was again. No, this is Roman's fault, but we gonna let it process. I'm gonna let it process during the commercial. But I get it. I'm gonna explain later.
He broke Roman.
He gonna stop. It's like he broke. Is he broken Jack?
He broke Roman.
Collect it. Get it together. Okay, is this kayfabe or did he really be breaking them like this in the ring?
This has to be the best SmackDown in a long time.
And Roman just said Uzi.
I think Triple H heard all the 3 out of 5s we've been giving him. He's like, nah, you ain't giving this no 3 out of 5.
Okay, what just happened? Because Jay can't keep it together at all now.
Sammy.
And Sammy's adorable little face.
So I've been assuming that Bray Wyatt's going to have his first match in Saudi, but they haven't set it up yet.
I would have wanted to be. I honestly would have wanted to be.
Really?
And his first person, and it's 1 week away. That's too fast to do something there. Bray Wyatt's first match should be properly built up. It shouldn't be like a fly by night for $3 million thing. You know what I'm saying? It
should be. Yeah. I mean, even his match against Finn Balor was built up over like 3 weeks.
But still, it was, what's up, boo boo?
I'm muted. I'm muted. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
I am here. We're on intermission, huh?
I guess on New Japan,
yeah.
New Japan, I got a stream going. What do you mean?
I don't know. Mine just says Rumble at 44th Street on the screen right now.
Mine too.
I'm watching a match right now.
Well, what fucking match are you watching?
I went to a third. Yeah, I went to a third.
Motor City Machine Guns, Aussie Open.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
let me.
Yes,
yeah, that already ended on my end.
Either it ended on my end or it's not there anymore.
I'm pretty sure that already ended because I think that was the match that was just on.
Yeah, it definitely was just on. But yeah. I'm not watching it either on my movie.
Yeah, on every stream I've got like an intermission at the moment.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still seeing the match.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see what ends up happening here.
Right.
As usual here at Workhorse Network, we're flying by the seat of our pants.
This was very impromptu.
It's all a learning experience.
Sammy was full on like, I want to watch New Japan Rumble. He was so hyped for it. So I was like, all right, we'll do it.
It took me 5 minutes to get the stream going on my device, and now I'm seeing it and you guys aren't. So
interesting.
All right, so back to the bloodline and this whole Sami Zayn. I get Jimmy. Can we please rewind to 2020 when he went through basically an abusive relationship with Roman Reigns before he became an official member of the bloodline? Like, it was him getting beaten up. It was him getting verbally abused. It was him not really knowing which way was up for a couple of months. Like, it was a couple of months this was happening. And now all of a sudden, this redhead dude who hadn't done not jack squat, nothing. But it felt like it was a whole lot easier for Sammy to come in than for Jay was. So yes, I feel what Jay means right now. And the whole bloodline thing, Naomi ain't in here, but so for some reason Sammy in here. Yes.
No. The problem was Jay wouldn't fall in line. Ever since he was a kid, he never liked to fall in line. Sammy came up and was like, here's the line, I'm ready to go.
But when did that become the story? We don't know their childhood history. All I know is that when they was kids, Roman used to be a big old fussy about being included in everything. That's what I know about their childhood.
Promo between Jimmy and Roman when Jimmy came back and was feuding with Roman over Jay.
And he said it specifically?
And Roman said something along the lines of, you're the older brother. I shouldn't have to get Jay to keep you in line.
That still ain't a hothead.
No. Talking about Jimmy when Jimmy was feuding with Roman.
See, so when did we go into Jay being the hothead that don't know what he's doing?
Because he always has been. But what that was that Jimmy wasn't falling in line, but Jay had already fallen in line, and he was telling, "You're the older brother. You should know what to do. I shouldn't have to have Jay try to keep you in line." There was that whole aspect to that, and then Jimmy was like, "All right, yeah."
I'm just saying.
Now he's my dog.
Not to interrupt, but Sammy, what are you seeing on your screen now?
Motor City Machine Guns are leaving the ring carrying their titles.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't see that on my screen at all.
I can't get anything but the stupid Rumble on 44th Street.
Me too.
Whatchamacallit?
The logo, yeah.
Yeah, the logo. It's really weird. And it was playing fine before. I have no reason to think that it's not. I mean, I've checked like 4 different streams. Let me check the Japanese stream. I mean, to be fair, I'm on Peruvian Peacock, so.
Me too. You are not
Peruvian
alone.
Fight Network, right?
Yeah, Peruvian Fight.
Peruvian Fight Network. So. Oh yeah, okay. So now, okay. So on the Japanese feed, now I'm seeing the Motor City Machine Guns in the ring with their hands up.
Okay.
See, even Blue says, I thought they were intermission. So apparently the English feed, for some reason, has gone to intermission, but the Japanese feed, at least on what I'm watching, is going right now.
Okay.
Fight's working though, but Fight had trouble for the first 5 minutes of the broadcast.
I haven't watched all of last night yet, but I did watch like the first couple, probably the first 45 minutes of night before the Rumble. They had some interesting stuff going on last night. It was kind of a wild show.
Oh, come on now. Okay.
Do you have the option between watching English and Japanese over there, Nika?
I do have Japanese and the other one.
Yeah,
okay. So now I'm on Japanese and I am getting something back. I am looking at.
You got the Motor City Machine Guns in the ring?
No, I have Alex Coughlin.
I love how we all got different shit.
How do you guys feel about maximum male models?
I felt it got derailed. I actually was okay. Not into them, but I was interested. There we go. It's like I got like.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that ever interested me about them was LA Knight, and now that he's not part of it anymore, I don't really care.
I think they're a fine mid-card act, but don't ever make them champions.
Yeah, like with Mace Marseille, I'm like, you're really into this. Like I don't.
I think you're both at show at the same time.
Oh, Blue, you're killing me. Right?
Yeah, really, Mantis.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be surprised if they're long for, any kind of real push. I mean,
yeah. I think they could have been more. Definitely them losing their first match didn't help at all. So yeah.
Okay, so now I've got Alex Coughlin coming to the ring, but it's buffering.
Well, I have him leaving.
Like the match is over?
No, he just gave a promo.
Okay.
He's
Yes,
still doing the promo on mine.
He's doing the promo on mine too. Are you still on the Japanese feed, Anika?
Yes.
Yeah. For whatever reason, the English language feed is not working, and now I'm getting buffering on the Japanese feed. That's what I get for not just paying for it, for being a schmuck and not just paying for it and watching it. Sammy's over there enjoying it in real time because he's the good guy.
But I did miss the first 5 minutes because of Fight.
Like I said, the first 5 minutes was just them going down the whole card. It really was
the servers.
You should get
more than 10,000 people. The servers.
You should get some sort of refund, a prorated refund for the first 5 minutes. $1.60, $1.67 back out of your $30.
Like you are going to get the replay afterwards, right? It's going to be free it should be a free replay after this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was able to see it when they got to Rocky Romero, so.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened before Rocky Romero popped up, but I imagine it wasn't much.
I keep buffering every 2 seconds.
The group who was going against was walking down the ring. That really was all it was.
Now, the previous one, they opened up with a backstage thing with Rocky Romero of like them like doing a skit and whatnot.
Okay.
Like it was done in a sort of way of like how Lucha Underground would do theirs. It was done like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Now, like aside from that, the only real place you ever see that stuff is probably Talking Shop of Mania, where it's just done with fart jokes, though.
Is Fred Rosser in the ring?
Is that the bald headed man with the mic in his hand? And yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oop.
What? Someone was.
I'm back.
Yep. That is Fred Rosser. He's about to wrestle Jonathan Gresham, I believe. At least that's last night. Gresham came out and issued a challenge.
I didn't recognize him the first time I saw him without his hair.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. So, Anika, I don't know if you're familiar with Fred Rosser, but not only is he a black wrestler, but he's the first openly gay wrestler. He was the first one to come out of the closet and declare that he was a homosexual wrestler, as best as I understand it. So,
Okay. Wait, not
because there's been plenty of gay wrestlers, but they always
just
kept that
in the
hidden
closet,
from the public.
no doubt.
Jonathan Gresham was the first one to come out.
No. Fred Rosser, the guy he's about to wrestle here.
Roster.
His opponent, the guy you said whoever the bald guy in the ring is with the microphone. That's Fred Rosser. So, and I was wondering, I was going to pose this question tonight, Sammy. You might know. Anika, obviously, you're not really familiar with Fred, but he's a really, really good wrestler, and I've got to only imagine that he's not done more because he's black and gay. I mean, I don't know. Like, is that what's kept him from being bigger? Because he's a hell of a wrestler.
Are you sure he's the first?
That's what they said.
Because I feel like Orlando Jordan did it before him, didn't he?
I don't think Orlando Jordan was out of the closet. I didn't even know Orlando Jordan was actually gay, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh,
and yes, yeah, he did. Blue. It's Darren Young from WWE. Anika, it's Darren Young from WWE.
Oh, okay.
That's who Fred Rosser is. So sorry, I guess I could have just said that and that would have changed it because. So as I understand it, yes. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot have followed since him, right? Like we know about, a lot of the ones that are current now that have come out since then. But yeah, see, Blue says I think Orlando Jordan was just a gimmick, kind of like Velveteen Dream style, kind of androgynous, kind of whatever.
But not even that. It's like he was doing the prime time, and then his solo run. I don't remember Jack.
Yeah. So I like Fred. I give him all his props for being, both gay and black, because that's two battles to fight, right? Especially in wrestling.
Yeah, but to be fair, he wasn't good on the mic. He wasn't. I'm sorry. It took him a minute to be good on the mic. I remember one time where he just repeated everything that that his brother said. It's like he just said that there's boy to my back. So it's like it really was a matter of building a character and people got invested in. That also helps get over, period.
No doubt. He's come a long way since Darren Young in WWE. I don't know if that's a combination of just experience and, somebody else saying, go ahead and do whatever you want to do. WWE stifling his creative. I don't know what it was. Bad booking, but he's come a long way. It's definitely Fred Rosser is not Darren Young from NXT.
Like with anybody, building a character takes a minute. It really does. And thankfully most people do it in their indies before they get to the main roster, whatever company they go to. So that's a nice gift to have. But when you gotta figure it out on screen, you gotta do it fast. And if you don't,
no doubt. And especially up at WWE for sure. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They don't wait around for you to learn, like not unless you got something really special
Right.
or you got legacy
exactly.
or something in your corner, you know.
Now, Pat Patterson was openly gay, but I don't think he ever portrayed that on screen. It was backstage where he was open.
Yeah.
Okay. Like wrestling fans didn't know Pat Patterson was gay.
I didn't
But
know
everyone in
until
the
he
back did.
passed.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was on screen saying I'm gay.
Right.
Right.
He was just a hoot. He
Which,
was
to be
hooting.
fair, Fred Rosser nor Darren Young has ever been like an openly like gay gimmick. I mean, Fred Rosser doesn't come on. If you didn't know he was gay, you wouldn't think that. He's not like, you
Right.
know, what's his
Real
name? Dude from
flamboyant.
GCW, right? The main dude that I'm thinking of, I'm drawing a blank on.
Like Effie.
Yes, thank you, Effie. That's the guy who I was drawing a blank on. Effie,
Yeah.
or you know.
So Ronda's a baby face?
I don't know what Ronda
Oh, are you
is.
watching
I really
SmackDown
don't.
too? Okay, you can't confuse us now. Start talking about Ronda. I got Fred Rosser and Jonathan Gresham on my TV, and you're talking about Ronda Rousey.
No, yeah, I'm watching both. I got my
watch-
TV here, my phone here.
I'm watching both now. Ronda just got on my screen. I don't know what Ronda is. I really don't.
Because
I
like
don't think
that
WWE knows what
promo
Ronda
she
is.
cut last week sounded heel to me.
Straight up heel. That's not
But here
straight
she's
up
coming out as a baby face, and I'm
because the people of St. Louis don't know that yet.
Ronda shouldn't be a baby.
oh, they're in St. Louis.
They're in St. Louis.
Oh man, I should have gotten a ticket.
You live in St. Louis?
Oh, like 2 hours away.
I don't like Ronda at all, but she's a better heel than she is a face. She's a terrible face. If you're gonna have Ronda, she's got to be a heel. Mostly just because she's unlikable, and that's her natural personality. Just let her do her, and everyone will hate her. So
exactly. Just go with the flow.
My feed just keeps buffering and buffering and buffering. It's brutal. Let me check the English again and figure out why these guys aren't. I don't understand why the English stream still isn't working.
This promo's coming off heel to me too.
Now they're kind of booing her, so I think they're getting it now.
Come on.
What are they? It's so dark I can't see. It looks like
Ooh.
Fred Rosser and Jonathan Gresham had figure 4 on the outside. It looks like Gresham might have had a figure 4 and Rosser on the outside. The camera was kind of dark.
The rumors were correct.
Which were?
Like, are you not watching SmackDown?
No, I only have one. I got one video feed. I'm watching NJPW.
Don't say anything. Who's like? Ah!
All right, who is it? Emma. All right.
I like it.
I hadn't heard that rumor that she was coming back.
I like anything that says new person to debut. I turn away. I want to be surprised.
Tennille Dashwood.
I like it. She was a cool, she was a cool chick. Like she could, one of the people who can wrestle, but they gave her that dumb behind gimmick of her debuting within 5 months. Like what?
Yeah, the Emma character is very good. Tennille Dashwood's a much better character.
Then they try to change it to Emelina. It's like boo boo.
Right.
So Emelina was the worst gimmick of Emma's career, but it was the best gimmick of Eva's career. Let that sink in.
That's funny.
Man, yeah.
How is Eva Marie these days?
Who cares? I'm
Right?
sorry.
No clue.
It's like, no offense, boo boo, but if you did not look good, you would not be pushed this much. No, like I'm sorry. It's like,
No, you're right.
I
she
heard
can't.
somebody say that she was teasing she was in the Wyatt Six. I got a laugh out of hearing that. I was like, sure, Eve, sure.
Like, boo boo,
There's
no. If she could act, okay, let her be a manager. She can't even do that. That dumb behind fall when she was in the playhouse with Alexa Bliss. It's like, no, this go back to the
the amount of names that have been associated with the potential Wyatt Six is hysterical to me, just in general. Like everybody from retired legends to fucking indie stars to people you haven't seen in ever. It's like, come on,
like like why Baron Corbin again? I don't
right?
why. Why was that a rumor? Why was that a thing?
No clue. No clue.
It's like now I was into Joe Gacy being Little Wyatt, but now like he's doing the whole thing with Ava Raine, and it's actually pretty good. Like not pretty good, but really interesting. I'll say. Like they steered away from the spooky stuff. 1 minute here. They steered away from the spooky stuff, and now they're going more into the love is like, all right, let's see what you got. Let's see what's going on.
So Joe Gacy's the only one who doesn't wear a colored contact.
I get because what when Boo Boo debuted, I'm like, why does he got a red crooked eye? I don't understand.
Why has he got a red crooked eye?
I didn't get that at all.
Jonathan Gresham versus Fred Ross has been really good.
Mm-hmm.
So is this his first official match back since he lost the Ring of Honor title?
Well, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Cause I know, like after that, he wanted to take a break from wrestling. He's like, oh,
I think
okay.
he's done a couple Terminus shows, which are like his own thing. Him and Baron Black, put on the Terminus shows. I think they've done a couple of those since he lost the ROH title, and I think he's wrestled a couple times since then, other places.
Okay. Oh, I got. Oh, I thought my screen blacked out. It was just really, really dark over there.
Yeah, it was really dark.
So y'all ready for the new TNT champion?
Who?
The man who's gonna beat Wardlow.
No, he's not.
Yes, he's gonna.
Matt Taven? No.
Matt Taven, yeah.
He's not beating Wardlow.
Hey, he's come into a company and won the title off somebody, and nobody saw it coming.
And people should learn.
He's done it before. He's gonna do it again.
And people should learn from their mistakes. He's not winning today.
Oh man. If Tony Khan has Matt Taven beat Wardlow, I might stop watching AEW for a little while. Like it might make me that mad. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know Matt Taven as a person at all. I saw his interview that SP3 did with him. Seems like a nice guy. My hatred for him has nothing to do with him as a person. It's all about wrestling and kayfabe and what I think he did. I just think he was a bad champion in Ring of Honor, and I just don't care for him all the way around. I don't. But that being said, I don't wish the guy anything bad, but he shouldn't be beating Wardlow. Wardlow is Wardlow, and Matt Taven is Matt Taven, and Wardlow's on an upward trajectory, and Matt Taven shouldn't be beating Wardlow at this time. Well, ever, but at this time especially.
As simple as that. Yeah. As simple as that.
I'm fine, ultimately with the Kingdom being in AEW. I like Mike Bennett a lot. I like Maria Kanellis. So And I'm even okay with Adam Cole coming back and being the original Kingdom because of what's going on with the Elite, and joining them. And I mean, it still is more Matt Taven than I want, but I'm okay with that. I just don't want to see Matt Taven as a singles champion in AEW or in
I
ROH.
love Maria. I love
Yeah.
Maria Kanellis. I hope she has more of a backstage role here. Not sad, but when they debuted on Rampage, it kind of proved how small our wrestling circle is, where they didn't get the pop they deserve. So it does need a little bit of work to get them on the level they need to be at. But I'm here for it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope that Tony uses Maria Kanellis backstage to help with the women's division booking because she is, that's where she thrives for sure.
She's a genius when it comes to that. She's a genius.
Oh, all right. So Google, Googled Pat Patterson. So back in the day in Montreal, he had a gimmick, Pretty Boy, and he wore lipstick, pink trunks, and was accompanied by a pet poodle.
Interesting.
Now,
so maybe saying Darren Young was the first openly gay guy is not fair. I mean, I don't.
Now, to be fair, how far away is that from Ric Flair? Like it's a poodle added. It's a lipstick. It's like 2 things away from Ric Flair.
Wow! All right. That's hilarious.
Or like Gorgeous George. It's like. Oh, dang. Okay. What kind of submission hold is this?
Are you watching NJPW or?
Ronda versus Emma. She has her in some octopus on the flow thing.
Ronda does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Emma broke out of it.
Oh, she didn't tap out?
No, she broke out of it. It's not one of those submissions where they're going the submission you're supposed to tap at.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where it looks like a fancy UFC move, but I ain't tapping out that.
Like the abdominal stretch that no one ever taps out to.
It's like it's there to weaken your opponent. That's all it's supposed to do.
It's there to allow 2 tired guys to catch their breath. 2 tired wrestlers to catch their breath.
Bear hug used to be a finishing move.
I know.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, if you have the right guy doing it, it's still believable. I mean, like if almost did it, or if when Bobby Lashley does them. I mean, if you got a guy like that can actually it's powerful and big, then yeah. But
yeah,
especially if it's to someone like
a Rey Mysterio,
or a Chad Gable, or a Ricochet.
Hornswoggle.
That's pretty far.
Real left.
That's real far.
That is real. You didn't have to go that short.
Short. But yeah, those names are. I could see a bear hug being believable. Of just picking them up and squeezing them until.
Or James Ellsworth, someone that has no muscle mass.
Gilbert, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, the Great Khali would have been better off with a bear hug instead of that big chop on the top of the head that actually hurt people.
Or
or the head squeeze. Just pick him up and give him a bear hug and call it good.
And that's it.
Man, now that I'm thinking about it, that probably would have made Khali's career 20% better.
If he had a bear hug instead?
Instead of the chop.
Yeah. Yeah, the chop.
The head.
The chop was terrible.
And
it was dangerous. Yeah.
Big Show was good at it.
Yeah. No, Big Show, Kane, Undertaker, they were very good big men because they left their feet.
No, I mean about the chop, because Big Show would do the overhand chop too.
Right.
But Big Show did it to where it looked bad and it sounded bad, but none of the guys I ever heard any of the guys complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the
And you
problem with the
saw
Big
it too.
Khali's chop was because it was like to the top of the head. It was all like fucking kung fu right to the top of the
Like a
head.
tomahawk. Like, no,
Yeah.
that is not. No.
Well, the Big Show did it to the chest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He did it like an open hand to the chest, which is a little less.
Oh man. What if we had Walter versus Big Show in their prime, that would have been a match. That'd be a dope behind match. One moment.
I cannot get a feed to stay going on NJPW. Keeps buffering and pausing. Is Gresham and Rosser over
Battle
on
Valley,
your
February 18th.
feed
No,
there?
I'm getting an ad for February 18th, Battle Valley.
But Gresham and Rosser finished.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did Gresham?
I'm not sure if I'm slow or not, but I just like I see Gresham. Okay, nope, they skipped. Okay, they skipped it. Now I just see a dude doing Too Sweet in the Think that's
Yeah,
Jay White.
I missed the ending of Gresham and Rosser. So who won?
Rosser.
Okay, that's fine. He retained his title.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And I got buffering again.
Hold on. I got to mute.
I need coffee. I'll be back.
All right, I'll hold down the fort for a sec.
Thank you.
Yep. So coming up at some point, I'm not sure what's next year. Maybe the Tom Lawler match. It looks like we.
Alrighty.
It looks like we might be getting Tom Lawler next.
I wanted to hear what Heyman had to say.
And what did Heyman have to say?
That he would talk to Roman for Jay. I thought he'd say something more interesting.
Now we've got Tom Lawler coming to the ring on NJPW.
Let's get filthy. Let's get filthy.
I like Tom Lawler. I'm not a huge fan of the Daisy Duke shorts, but I like Tom Lawler. And I'm buffering. And fucking piece of shit. This is brutal. I might have to switch to SmackDown. You might be the only one with an NJPW feed for this NJPW watch along at the rate that I.
It is what it is.
Let's see if maybe I can keep it going. It seems like every time I make it full screen on my phone, it starts to buffer. Maybe on small screen it'll keep going.
Here comes the best member of LAX.
Homicide?
Homicide, yep.
Homicide.
No. I'm gonna go smoke.
Okay.
I got my mic on and everything, and I can talk.
All right. Sounds good.
That way I'm not leaving you on your own.
It's all good. Everyone just wants to look at my pretty face anyhow.
And maybe the cat will step in front of my.
Come on and give me something, please. Yeah, Homicide's coming to the ring. We'll see how long this one goes without buffering. Stupid thing. I wonder if I'd be better off not on Wi-Fi, just on my data. But it's probably neither of that. It's probably because it's a Puerto Rican site that my feed is all messed up. But we are now about to get the tag team match. Lawler and it's Team Filthy versus Homicide, and I forget who his teammates are going to be, but Homicide. And he is being joined by Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club. Interesting combination.
Oh, where's Sammy
Wheeler.
go?
He's smoking. He can still hear us.
Mm. Uh,
And Shota, Wheeler, and Homicide versus Team Filthy. Tom Lawler, I think, Kevin Koo, maybe? I missed who was accompanying him, but
that's not a good group though.
huh?
Homicide and Yuta.
Yeah.
That's a good tag team.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not like I'm not into New Japan like this, but I did see Impact. Have you been advertising this for more so on Impact than anything?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yes and no. They do some advertising on Impact. They do a fair amount of. That's a good question. Honestly, I didn't even know about this until Sammy told me about it. So that tells you how well they're advertising it.
Right.
What are you talking about?
NJPW and how they advertise
Oh,
their shows. She was asking if we see them on Impact, but I don't. Not really.
Or just how they advertise for this because
Right.
there's a whole lot of AEW people over here.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean sometimes you'll see advertisements on AEW, like they'll say, "Oh, such and such is going on," but
yeah, I don't think I ever heard him mention the Rumble once.
yeah. So how did you find out about it? Just because you're on NGP World, Sammy?
Um, I think I just looked up their schedule and was like, okay, that's the date. And I never heard
Okay.
anything else about it and just waited until the date arrived.
Right. Shota.
Look out up and down. Look out of the team. Okay.
Oh, Legato's on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Who's actually in Legato on the main roster?
So it's all Legato except for Electro Lopez.
Okay.
And instead of Electro Lopez, we have Selena Vega.
Ah, interesting.
And it don't like she's not like in charge. She's like just a little bit more what Electro Lopez character was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested.
What are Los Lotharios doing?
I have no idea.
They were feuding with Maximum Male Models, but that storyline just got drop kicked to the end of the deep pool.
But we're getting Maximum Male Models, but not Los Lotharios.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be like a whole teaser of trying to lure the sister in or something. Hero.
Come on, stream. Let's go.
Hero.
So Homicide kicking it off against Tom Lawler.
That sounds exciting.
Uh,
That sounds exciting.
yeah. Oh, it's already broken down. They're all outside the ring fighting. All six men are on the outside fighting each other.
I'm very surprised that it made it this long.
Who is Hernandez working with these days?
I don't know. That's a good question. I saw him on, I want to say maybe AL or MLW right before it went off for its season, hiatus or whatever. It goes off for a couple months and then it'll come back. I think he was on there for, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. I think he's kind of just a free agent out there taking bookings. I'm not sure what's going
I
on with him.
loved the line that Jericho said when maybe he should have called up Homicide and Hernandez instead. Clearly, they're the two better members of LAX.
Right. That was a nice little spot by Wheeler Yuta.
I don't know about Hernandez, but I can't really argue about Homicide. I love seeing
Right.
Homicide.
Yeah, I do too.
But Santana does look like the Puerto Rican Roman Reigns, so
Just because they got wavy hair.
it's a compliment.
It is a little bit. Okay, Shinsuke joining Hit Row for the night.
Getting some New Japan action over on WWE.
Man, they got enough to do a whole thing, and I'm here for it. Like, come on, pull the cord.
Yeah, it would be nice to see WWE finally start to work with some other promotions. Like
The whole thing with not Dark Gallows, his name, the other one, Anderson,
Carl Anderson. Yeah,
Carl Anderson. I still have faith. I still have hope that they're gonna sort it out. I don't know why.
I think it might have been. I think it might have been Wrestle Talk News. Somebody that I was listening to was saying that they heard that it was kind of a shooty shoot, worky work, like that really the guy from NJPW was like pretending to be madder than he actually is, and that to make a bigger deal about it than it actually is, and that there really isn't quite as much heat about the whole thing as it's been.
Because it's the never open weight title. It's not the world title.
Right.
It's like, and when you sign them, this one the discussion. This had to be somewhat of discussion between you.
Right.
Worst comes to worst, they can just vacate it.
Right. And I mean, I don't know, maybe he would, but like I don't really see in a real situation Carl Anderson saying, "Oh, too bad you didn't get with my booker properly," like in the public like that. Like maybe if it's a work, then that's fine, but not if it's like I don't know. That just seems like a real dick thing to do if it's a shoot. Like so, that's what made me think it was a work.
Some of the chitlins ain't clean. It's some a little funky. Some of this a little funky.
Right.
And that would be a nice surprise if he does stuff like I'm not sure what would happen, but it'll be really a surprise if he can make it to New Japan for that date. It really would be nice.
Yeah. Nice move. Homicide's getting beat up. Tom Lawler with the pelvic thrust. Wiggle. The hip wiggle.
So you're not doing that. You're not doing that in my face. You just not.
Right.
It's just no. Just no.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Only 4 men in NJPW gonna get pushed.
Yep, you're probably right. Assuming you're talking about Okada and Tanahashi and I don't know. Not Osprey or Naito. I mean, Naito gets pushed a little bit, but not enough.
I was actually thinking Naito.
Yeah, Naito. And who's the
and
fourth?
Jay White.
And Jay White, yeah. Yeah.
Like people got on Lana for saying what she said. CJ Perry, but she's right. Every booker has their favorites. Period.
No,
and it will take you being massively over to get pushed if you're not the booker's favorite.
Number 5 was Ibushi, but with Ibushi gone, maybe Ospreay can take that spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, they all do have their favorites, and, it can be for any number of reasons, right? Like, it can be because they get along well with the booker. It can be because they're easy to work with. It can be any number of things. Like, I I don't know. It's really hard for me to determine like why certain guys get there and certain guys don't, because there's plenty of guys that should, and I'm not privy enough
Right.
to know. But there's got to be some disconnect there for some reason
Yeah.
that these guys aren't the favorites as opposed to these other guys, and it's got to have something to do with being easy to work with, being amenable, taking direction and whatever. I mean, we obviously know like the Miz has stuck around for so long because he takes direction and just does whatever's given to
Yeah.
him, right? So like I don't know. I mean, that's tough.
Like the whole people were mad at the clique because they're getting pushed, and then they said simply, we talked to Vince.
Yeah.
That's all we did. We had meetings. We actually
Yeah.
had dinner and lunch. Now, if you didn't want to do that, that's on you. But that's how he listened to us, and that's how we got our stories on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think to a certain extent that's true. I mean, I think you have to be willing to toe the company line, do some
Yeah.
shit maybe you don't want to do sometimes, and you have to be your own advocate. Like, I don't think the wrestling's the kind of place where you can just sit and wait for your number to be called. I think you have to be there like, yo, when's it my turn? When's it my turn? What's going on? When's it my turn? When's it my turn? I want to do this. I'm supposed to, here's my idea
Yeah.
for this. Here's my
Which
idea
I
for
feel
this.
like Osprey has done.
Yeah.
Oh no, Osprey should be pushed to the. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. No, I agree.
He was world champion for a time.
He was. I think, me personally, like, I understand he's not Japanese, which is a huge issue, but like, Okada has no personality. I mean, it's arguable. We can argue whether he's a good wrestler. I will argue I don't think he's a very good wrestler. But I
Right.
know people disagree with me on that. But I think we can all agree that he doesn't have the most personality or the most charisma, at least in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people might agree with that. Me personally, Osprey's better on the mic, has more charisma, has more personality than an Okada. I mean, I'd rather see him as the face of NJPW than Okada. Now, of course, he's not Japanese, so you're never going to see that. But
Right.
I don't know. I mean, even Naito or Tanahashi for me is better to carry the flag for New Japan than Okada. I just find Okada boring. I just do. I just
Well,
don't.
Naito's not really seen as a New Japan guy.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Which is weird because he's been there now for a long time. Like,
And he's from the company too, originally.
right. Like, so it's kind of odd, but yeah.
But he's seen as being a Mexican wrestler.
Well, there is, yeah.
But that makes Naito so different.
Yeah, it does. I like Naito. He's probably my favorite Japanese wrestler.
But the Japanese don't see him as a Japanese wrestler.
Right. I'm just saying for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I see him as a Japanese wrestler. Naito and Suzuki. Those are probably my two. I love Minoru Suzuki.
Okay, Top Dollar. Big man just got on the top rope like a lucha libre.
AJ Francis, top dollar.
Yeah.
Damn, $40 on tacos. How many tacos you get? Better gotten a
Yeah.
bunch.
I can't deal with these Daisy Dukes.
I know, right? It's a little much.
Hoochie, in the street we call them Hoochie Daddy shorts.
No doubt. On MLW, he wasn't. I remember when he first started wearing them. Like, he wasn't wearing them, and then all of a sudden one night he came out in them, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And just ever since then, he's been wearing these booty shorts. Oh. Sammy's muted. Is there a promo on SmackDown?
It's
they're
just about
backstage.
Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're backstage and he's showing Reigns Logan Paul thing.
I agree with Roman. Why are we watching this?
Why?
That's like Number one, it's not a legitimate fight, and then number two, we don't know. Like all of his fights are staged, so no offense.
So not only am I pissed that Logan Paul's on WWE TV, but I'm really mad that he's the opponent for Roman Reigns. Like, really? Like, you have nobody else on the roster that's a real fucking wrestler that can actually challenge Roman Reigns for the title, right? You have to bring in some douchebag YouTuber that's wrestled a few times, and it's looked okay. I'm not going to lie and say he hasn't looked okay, but really? Like, come on.
Well, the match I was hoping for was Randy Orton, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not looking good. Apparently, like we haven't heard anything, and I feel like with WWE, like no news isn't the best of news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wise man, Logan Paul has like 1.345 million followers.
Oh,
So
I get it from a business perspective, but like if he wants to come on Workhorse Wrestling Network, we'd love to have him. But
Here's the thing: is that like with Bailey, we heard that she was looking good like 6 months before she returned.
Yeah.
We haven't heard Randy Orton's looking good.
No.
Nope. The thing about Randy and a couple of wrestlers nowadays, we don't know exactly what the injury is. We don't have a timetable, and that sucks. That really does suck. Because the last time it was RK Bro and who else against the Bloodline? Who else was it?
Was it Street Profits?
It might no. It was a 3-on-3. So it was like who was the third one? Anyway,
Mysterios, Alpha Academy.
I don't remember.
It wasn't Mysterio. It was Alpha Academy. Now you gotta look it up real quick. But no. When they were doing that at WrestleMania Backlash, Randy Orton got that pop, and it's like, oh, can we do this match? He don't have to win, but it's gonna make some money.
Yeah.
I always been a Randy fan.
I think part of the problem is that I mean, I guess when he went out, Randy was a baby face, but really he's a heel, right? For the most part. So like you have heel Roman and heel Randy. I mean, and to be fair, Randy
babyface Randy.
Right, Randy Orton should be a heel though. Babyface Randy sucks. Like,
but the match would be babyface Randy versus heel Roman.
Babyface Randy to me comes off as like pretending to be babyface Randy. Like he's still pretending to be a babyface. Like he's still a dick. You know, like I don't know. He's still got that cocky, dickish attitude to him, even when he's a babyface.
He said that when he was in St. Louis, when I went to the Raw show, he couldn't make it out on TV, and I was in like the 13th row, so I couldn't really hear him either. They said something like, "I'm an asshole, but you still love me because I'm the shit," or something like that.
Yeah. Really, the best.
To be fair, he was in his hometown.
It's Murder Grandpa time.
Right.
Clark Connors versus Minoru Suzuki coming up next.
I love Suzuki.
Yeah, me too.
But like the best characters are tweeners at best. Like not absolutely good, not absolutely bad. Just edgy enough.
Yep. I agree.
But there's nothing wrong with Randy being that guy. I'm a dick, but if the fans love me, like I love you fans too.
But
watch me kick this guy's head in.
And and honestly, like I think a lot of times wrestling tries to dig too deep for storylines. Like the reality is, look, these are wrestlers that are supposed to be competing and they want to be title holders. All the story we need is Randy wants to win the title. Like you don't need a whole bunch of weird backstory about why there's a feud between Randy and Roman. Randy just wants the title. He wants to be the title holder again, and that's more than enough. I mean,
because now Randy's the person with the highest chance of beating Ric Flair's record. But if Randy doesn't come back, well, that's
right.
Now, I'm not sure that was
John Cena stated he don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was by design or not, but it's like, really? there's so many people you could put in this position. Really, it's like no. You know what? I was more upset when they were trying to make John Cena beat it. I'm like, no, don't give it to him. No.
See, I wouldn't mind it because I'm a John Cena fan, but at the same time, like the thing I like about John Cena is that he doesn't want it. Like he said, now I don't want to break the record because he knows technically he doesn't really deserve to be the guy to break that record. And the
Yeah.
fact that he has enough
Kenny,
self-awareness to
Kenny,
understand that
Kenny,
that's one of the things I like about John Cena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Because like he was like after it was him versus Rock in WrestleMania 28, he said I can be a heel, but I can't go back. And then it didn't pull it. I'm like, why didn't y'all pull the trigger? But like I would have loved that. I would have loved they would have pulled the trigger on that.
Y'all see who's over in New Japan right now?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Former Impact champion.
Kenneth
I was just
Shamrock.
going Kenny.
Ken Shamrock
Yeah.
is coming down in the ring with Clark Connors. Yeah. Former UFC champion, multi-time UFC champion. Didn't he win a title in WWE? Wasn't he a singles champ in WWE at some point?
I don't think
He
so.
was the NWA champion at the beginning of TNA.
Okay.
Mm.
You heard that right. The NWA champion in
Yeah.
TNA.
Yeah. I remember. Yep. I remember.
It wasn't until what, 2004 that they got a TNA championship? It was the NWA
Man.
championship until
Yeah, I
then?
don't remember the year, but yes, it was a while.
I remember how I first got involved with TNA. I saw him on Today's Show. It was like, wait, hold up, that's Big Sexy. Wait, why beat each other up? Wait, is this a new show? Wait, where is this at?
I was a big Sting fan. The minute I heard Sting was in Impact, I was like, what is Impact? What channel does it come on? Spike? What is Spike? Okay. Mansers. Okay.
Blue says
Million
Shamrock
Ways to Die. All right.
Blue says Shamrock was one of his favorite wrestlers as a kid. He said he was an Intercontinental champ in WWE.
That feels like it should be right.
Yeah, I think he was a single title holder. Yeah.
You could also tell me European, and I'd believe you.
Yeah. This should be a good match. Clark Connors and Minoru Suzuki. Clark Connors is a really good wrestler.
So I was listening to an old wrestler's theme song earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
William Regal.
Oh, he's a man. He's the man. That was probably the best moments of main event when Daniel Bryan pranked William Regal and had that playing when he came down the ring to face him. That was hilarious.
So Blue says he was beefing with The Rock over the Intercontinental title belt. The Rock inducted him into the Impact Hall of Fame.
Like, they had that cool, I'm not sure where it was, but they had that cool match for it. And the boss man was trying to throw Shamrock the nightstick, and The Rock caught that sucker, hit him, and threw it back. I'm like that was under the 10 best time stuff in WrestleMania for part some, but no, I'm like,
yeah.
Like that really is once in a lifetime. Catch it, bow, 1, 2, 3.
I am really excited for the next season that they're going to do of Young Rock.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see his stories with Bret Hart.
Right?
Because he's talked about like how he didn't get along with Shawn. He did not get along with a bunch of guys back there. But the guy who, was there to talk to was Bret.
Yeah, I found out some really interesting stuff for watching that show. Like, I didn't realize he was such close friends with Harvey Whippleman. Like, that's a very interesting.
Oh, well,
yeah, I really
thinking
love
about
that
the stuff
show.
that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. No, me too. But yeah, no, I like that show a lot. I'm not sure how great it does ratings wise, but I like it.
Owen Hart and the Nation of Domination. Yes. Let's get.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
okay,
gonna be so
yeah.
exciting to see in Young Rock.
And like even his college stuff, like it was the episode where he had the job of checking phones, but he was late, and so he went through a class. He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Where's Sam?" And so I'm like,
Yeah.
Warren Sapp.
I love how young Rock at 15 looks like he's 30 years old already with this full mustache.
Well, that's what he always said in
I
interviews
know.
and stuff. Of like
Yeah.
when he was 15, everybody thought
Yeah.
he was 30.
Yeah. Blue wants to know when are they going to stop calling Riddick Madcap? Probably never. Probably never. Hopefully sooner than later, but probably never.
like probably gonna get him out these doggone black generic trunks he got on.
I mean, not that Riddick's a whole lot better, but it is better than Madcap.
He was put on my shit list when he beat Ricochet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't his fault, but like Ricochet
Like-
just got beat by Brock Lesnar without getting a single move off of him. And then his very next match is going to be against a debuting Madcap, and once again he's going to lose.
Right?
Like,
We're
come
not,
on.
I'm not going back to the Dark Ages. That was the Dark Ages where nothing made sense, and people who got pushed were stupid. We're going to go back there. We're not going to go back.
He was on my worst moments of 2022 honor. He was like 14 or 15 for the Drew's. I think it was Drew. Somebody gave him a move that he landed on top of his head. Was it? I thought it was Drew McIntyre, right? Yeah.
The Alabama Slam, and he.
Yeah.
He like tuck his head, like that's your head, boo boo.
Yeah, landed all on his neck and head.
Now, granted, him coming back was a big deal, but no, boo boo, come on. What's the main event for this Royal Rumble at Rumble at 41st Street?
That's a good question. I'm not totally sure. Sammy, do you know what the main event is on this Rumble card?
When I was watching the show last night, they were like, big name, big name, big name, big name. And we yet do not know what their match will be tomorrow. I didn't pay quite close enough attention with yesterday of if they actually announced what those matches were.
Oh my gosh.
The number one thing I remember of last night was that main event, and oh my god, did I love that match. It was wild. It was like a 20-man tag elimination match. Elimination tag match. I don't know how you say that.
Yep, that makes sense. That sounds about it. Who was in it though?
You had Okada, you had Jay White, you had John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, Homicide, Amazing Red, Tom Lawler. There was a lot of people.
Wow.
I remember saying in the chat, I bet Amazing Red does a code red.
Yeah.
No,
of course
you going off
of
in the chat was hilarious yesterday. Oh my god! Is that okay? Oh my god!
So it's either gonna be Al Phantasmo and Shingo in the main event, or it will be the Bullet Club. It'll be Juice Robinson and Jay White versus Okada and Eddie Kingston. I think those are the only two matches left.
You would think that would be the main event, but New Japan is really big about like singles matches being the main event.
Well, and the Shingo Al Phantasmo match is the provisional King of Professional Wrestling title, so that's an actual title match. So I assume that will be the main event.
Because they're pretty big about singles matches being the main event.
I believe after this match, we'll have 2 more matches. We got 2 more matches after this.
And I say that AEW is the same way. AEW does that too.
They do.
You ain't going to see a tag match main event at pay-per-view.
Probably not. Not usually.
You should. Like
if it's for the belt.
There were some Young Bucks matches that I felt like should have been the main events of some of those pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
I mean,
Suzuki and Connors has been a
d- d-
chop fest.
should I
Like,
say
you're
it? Should I say it?
what?
Go ahead.
Exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah.
That was a good match until the fireworks fizzled. It was it's like everything was
They
going
already used the fireworks. Those were the sparklers that they had left and didn't realize.
like, oh my gosh, like talk about a wet fart of a ending, man. To a, like I said, to a really, really good match. It wasn't the match. The match was good. Like
Because apparently they had a test run for the pyro, and they said that the test run went well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard that too. I'll be back.
Like you're like if you're Tony Khan, okay, go to a firework tent. Just give me a couple more firecrackers. We're gonna try this in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Just like, oh, delay. It was a delay. Then boom. See, all you need was like give me 5 minutes. We're gonna set the ring on fire. Something's gonna happen.
I mean, the one thing that I like is like when one corner of the ring collapses. Oop.
1 minute. I'll be back.
Okay. Man, these headphones do not want to stick on my head today. Madcap getting a lot of offense in on Karrion Kross here. Hmm. Not expecting that. Even Scarlett looks a bit surprised by the amount of offense that Madcap is getting in. Oh, move out of the Arn Anderson playbook.
I'm back. You're saying?
What was I saying?
Oh, it was dang it. Wait a minute. Let me come back. Come back to me.
Oh, come on, Madcap. How you gonna get distracted like that? Come on. Come on. Well, who are you, Carl Anderson or Doc Gallows? Come on.
I mean, look here. She's a little glowing disco ball. Wait, okay. We're slow. So he's doing a match. We gonna say nothing about Drew McIntyre running him over with a car. We just doing this Madcap Moss. We just gonna bypass. He was hurt with a car last week.
Seriously though, what was I talking about?
I don't know, and I hate that. I hate when I forget what we were talking about.
Because like my mind went elsewhere because I was trying to keep dialogue going on the stream while everybody was gone.
What is it about New Japan? Wait, okay, wait. Well, okay, I feel like it was about New Japan. I feel like it was about New Japan.
No, it was AEW. Exploding barbed wire death match.
Barbed wire death match. Okay, continue.
That's what we were talking about.
They're like, you just go to the firework tent outside Jacksonville, and I don't know if and I know there's a couple of tents out there you could have went to get some more sparklers.
Like, I have seen a lot of people with the narrative of the brawl out is Hangman's fault.
That's so dumb. That's a very dumb narrative.
People really gonna hold him responsible for a sentence he said, which
Words.
honestly has been proven true.
Words.
That has been proven true. He said it, and it came into existence.
And it came true. But I guess sticks and stones may break your bones, but evidently a door kick down gets your freaking hit by a puppy.
I'm here to save AEW from you.
From you.
He's gone. And people are claiming it's Hangman's responsibility that he's gone, so
like
he saved AEW from CM Punk.
And was Hangman ever an EVP in Power?
No.
So what? So when wait a minute. You can't just give me Bray Wyatt and cut it off. You can't do that anymore.
Listen, I'm gonna go smoke. Can you holler if SmackDown starts back up?
I will holler. I will scream. You probably got 3 minutes, or maybe 2.
I'll do my best. Since New Japan's on my phone, I can take New Japan with me.
Yes. All right, so we still got Murder Grandpa versus this dude with long hair. If y'all are wondering what I'm eating right now, my dad brought me a banana pudding cupcake. And let me tell you, it is the bomb.com. Like, I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere you ain't supposed to eat on camera, but sweet baby Jesus, I don't care right now. It is very much so delicious. But yeah, white dude with long hair got Murder Grandpa in the ankle lock right now. Don't tap. Murder Grandpa got to the ropes. Whew. It takes me a minute to really get invested into a character. Like even if they're in the main event, even if they have a top storyline, I need that one thing that makes me love them. I love Murder Grandpa now. It might have been the match between him and Joe, but yeah. I'm like, I can't get it. I get it. The last week I saw the match between Murder Grandpa and I don't want to mess up his name. Ishii. It's like, oh, I love Ishii now. Okay. This is what video packages are for. Like, show me this stuff ahead of time. It won't take me a freaking long time to get into these people. Oh, is he bleeding on his back? He needs to move. And Murder Grandpa has won. I probably screwed that up, but forgive me. Murder Grandpa relishing in his victory. Like he's waiting for someone. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me.
Cops were outside.
Who?
The Popo?
For you or for someone else?
Well, for someone else. I was just I was just like, yeah, they're like 20 yards away. I don't think they can smell nothing.
We enter his registration program. Sammy Joe has been arrested for illegal narcotics. He will only be back in about 2 days. Man, it was one time me and my mom were at home and we heard helicopters. And it was like, hold up, that's really close. And then we saw the flashlight outside of a freaking window. It was, I'm like, that's the door, that's the door.
I thought we were going to see Suzuki and Shamrock go at it.
Right?
But then they hugged.
That's nice.
That's nice.
Well, you know, if CM Punk wants to get back into wrestling, I hear that Freddie Prinze Jr. is starting a promotion.
He is.
Let Freddie Prinze Jr. live. Let this
Right?
man get off the ground.
I'm kind of interested to see what he does, who he can get.
Right? I was very surprised that he wrote for WWE for that long period of time. Like, wait, I was very surprised about that.
I mean, there's a lot of wrestling. The market's kind of saturated, but at the same time,
I feel like this could be like a new American-styled Lucha Underground. Except it would be on a rooftop in LA instead of being in a basement in San Diego.
Yeah. No,
I'm all for that.
All right. Oh, Imperium just attacked Rey Mysterio because they're Imperium.
Get him.
Oh, he just chopped him. No. Okay. Minoru Suzuki and Walter. I need a $1,000 bonus if they're going to chop me.
Right? No doubt.
It's not going to be, oh, that's their moveset. You got to take it. No.
Nah, hell no.
Either you're going
to what's going on with Liv?
Or I'm not doing it.
What do you mean?
What's going on with Liv?
So she's a crazy person now.
She's a crazy person.
She's a crazy person. She let her inner crazy out. I am not opposed to it because it actually has given her a character which she desperately needed. Ooh. I'm coming with you. I'm going to come with you. Wait a minute.
Is it Bray Wyatt time?
Yeah.
So we've just done away 100% with the brand split, right? Everyone's just on everyone's show now. On every show, right? Like,
not exactly, because like you said, the whole Rey Mysterio left because he didn't want to fight his son. So I was thinking if it wasn't a brand split, Dominic would have been over there by now. So it's not completely done just yet.
But Bray's been on both Raw and SmackDown.
He has not been on Raw yet.
I thought he came out on Raw for a promo, didn't he?
He did not.
Maybe it was on SmackDown. Okay.
They just showed him.
That's what I heard was that they were putting Brock on Raw because SmackDown was getting Bray Wyatt.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So?
What did I say? Brock on Raw.
Brock on Raw because Bray on SmackDown.
Yes, you know what? Do that. SmackDown used to be SmackDown's my show. Don't know when it happened, but it happened. SmackDown is the show I love to watch on a weekly basis, and Brock was the only thing that was irritating the hell out of me. So yes, put Brock on SmackDown and give me Bray on. Yes, I'm here for all that.
Do you want to come say hi?
Yes, please do.
This might be the best SmackDown of the year.
Hey, boo boo. What's his name?
Finn.
As in Finn. Oh,
as in Finn Balor.
Don't believe your parents. You're named after Finn Balor.
Yep, his dad named him after Finn Shelby from Peaky Blinders.
So is it Finn or is it Phineas?
No, it's Finn. Finn.
Okay, it's just Finn.
Yeah, it's just Finn.
Because sometimes it's
I call him Phineas. I call him, especially when he's in trouble. I yell, Phineas!
That's why you have to have a full name when they get in trouble.
Yeah, his full name, Finn Lee Anson. That's what we call him. Finn Lee.
Oh, Anson. Finn Lee?
Yeah, Finn and then Lee is his
that's
name.
That's a pretty fit name.
Yeah, it is, right?
Okay, so he don't wrestle now.
You just realize? Did you just realize that?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yep.
He has to be a wrestler now. He has to be
He's
a
gonna be a
wrestler,
wrestler?
now. It's either Finn Balor or Finley. It has to be a
He-
very boss. He has to be a boss in the ring as well.
He's definitely an aggressive little kid, so we're gonna have to get him into something to get his aggression out. Wrestling might be as good as anything.
But instead of Finley as the last name, it's his first and his middle.
That's right. Yep.
Like, have to keep the Lee in.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yes, you do.
So I got some. Wow, NJP's doing some weird stuff on there. Here we go. Finn Lee Balor.
Finley. Yep, that's it. That's it.
I guess I was wrong. We're having a women's match before. There's more. I guess there's still another hour technically on this card. So
Do it, Bray.
I'm very surprised. There's not a lot of women's wrestling in New Japan. I'm trying to remember the last women's New Japan match I actually saw.
Mayu Iwatani,
Uh huh.
amazing super kick.
Ah.
Are they both from Starcade?
Kylan
Stardom.
King wrestles on Dark.
Right. Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Mayu Iwatani. Yep, it's pretty cool. Well, I'm happy Bray's back. It'll be interesting to see what they actually do with them. Is Bray talking? That's why y'all muted. I'm like, why is everyone muted? Because Bray must be talking. Hi. The kitty's down there. Yeah. I'm not. They announced it, but I didn't hear it. This is for a title, but I'm not sure which title.
Should be the IWGP Women's Championship, shouldn't it?
Okay. I honestly don't know. They said it, but my volume is too low, and I don't have any captions on, so I'm not totally sure.
Because New Japan made a women's title.
Okay, then that's probably what it is. Special singles match. That's what it says underneath the IWGP title match. Yep, there you go. IWGP Women's title match. Hey. There we go. We got CM coming
What's up,
in
boo
strong.
boo?
Hey y'all.
Oh,
What's
wow,
up,
already
what's
10
up?
o'clock. Oh, wow.
I know. I'm trying to decide if I want to switch. I only have one screen, so I can watch either NJPW, the rest of it, or I can switch to Rampage.
I'm watching Rampage, so if y'all
I
want
guess
to keep watching.
I was gonna say, since technically we're streaming both, we should probably have at least one person doing both, or one of each, right?
Yeah, I'll watch Rampage for y'all.
I think Sammy's watching both, though.
I don't. How? How do you? How can you?
He's got one on his phone and one on his TV, I think.
Oh my god.
How's your Friday been, CM? We just leave it at that.
No, public service announcement, folks. If you are a parent or if you work in a school, please make sure that you get some type of seizure training. As illnesses become more frequent, fevers can lead to seizures. So,
Yep.
PSA.
PSA.
All right, my rampage has not started yet.
All right. Well, that was Uncle Howdy.
I'll watch. I'll have to. I'll
What
watch
is the-
SmackDown after we're off.
What in a? I see. Oh, I'm trying to use words that are not. They're politically correct. What kind of special? I can't.
What the fuck? See?
What
See,
the
that
fuck?
covers everything.
What kind of crackhead looking KFC Colonel Sanders? That's what it
Hell
looks like.
no.
A crackhead version of Colonel Sanders.
That's hysterical.
It was a little scary for a minute. I'm like, what? He didn't have the mask on,
What?
and it was gray, but he had like a broke down whisker mustache, and his hair was white with a crazy like a top hat looking thing.
Blue says
Yeah, I
my
don't
kid-
think Anika ever needed the mask taken off, huh?
I just like keep the mask on.
Blue says my kid's been out of school since Wednesday sick. I thought she was feeling better today, but the last time I checked her temperature, it was back up to 100. Hope she feels better soon.
Motrin and Tylenol, hun. Motrin and Tylenol.
Nothing like
Water.
a sick kid. Lots
Yeah.
of water. Yep.
Right. Sprite and ginger ale, because sometimes water makes it worse.
Canada Dry to be more specific because that has real ginger in it. Oh, hey, we're starting with mock.
We're starting with Mox.
Okay, this guy has got to be his personal security guard.
Wait, I'm not there yet. What are you talking about?
With Mox, it's this one black dude that's always with him. That's got to be his personal security guard.
It might like with everybody. It might be. Yeah, you got that one person that's like, you got me. Like we all got you. Yes, you do. You got.
I mean, if
Somehow
you
I
walk
doubt
through
that,
the
Blue.
crowd, you need somebody on you in case you get jumped.
Very
kind of-
true. But I'm just like, does he have like a personal? I've been wondering since like Dynamite a few weeks ago. I was like, does he have like a personal security guard? And now I see this dude, and I'm like, yeah, he has a personal security guard. I think there's two of them.
Like, and he look. That
'Cause
dude, like he that dude.
He be
If-
squaring up on the fans.
Like he don't care if we're all friends. If y'all are fans and love him, touch Moxley. Touch Moxley if you want to. He gonna body slam you, and he will not give a crap.
Hey, welcome
But
y'all.
it's easier to have a security guard in case,
Yeah.
because like if you get attacked by a fan, you attack the fan back, you could still be liable for issues.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
get the security guard to take care of it. Security guard's liable for issues, not the wrestler who needs to be on TV.
And
And it's
they'll pay
usually
you.
not an issue.
Usually.
It shouldn't be.
Aside from that one time that somebody slapped CM Punk on the back of the head and then he punched a different fan.
And it was like,
He deserves it.
Like the other guy was just putting on his glasses and just
right.
put them on and get a punch or what? What's going on?
Like, come on now, you guys. I know he in there with y'all, but come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Keep your hands to yourself. A pat on the shoulder, maybe, but don't be trying to like tickle his neck or something. That's just gross.
You want to put it on there?
Blue. I don't.
He's not. He cannot be being serious. He's obviously fucking right.
It is Halloween.
That
I
is
mean,
all.
Look, I've seen the pictures of the edibles that apparently people are just willy-nilly handing out to kids. And I'm just like,
No.
do you know the price of those things?
Oh, well, there is that.
And you don't even want to take it yourself,
Right?
let alone give it to some little crumb snatcher.
Some little
No. Then I'm the crumb snatcher's parent. Why are you going through the Doritos so freaking hard? We gotta save this for the whole week. What is going on with you?
Right.
Sit it up.
Now I'll be checking their candy extra extra hard this time. Like, what is that? What is that? Like,
This smells
that looks
dreamy.
like a weed gummy. I'm gonna take that one.
I'm the
Two for
parent.
you,
Perfect.
one for me.
I do candy tax.
Yep. Anything that isn't in like a wrapper, a Snickers or Twix wrapper, Reese's wrapper, anything that's in a plain
Yeah.
wrapper is getting eaten by me first.
Or you could do the alternate and just wait till November 1st and then go get all the candy for 99% off.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No
Dude,
doubt,
be
no
thinking, man. Like, you really want candy, man. It ain't that hard. It really ain't. Ooh.
So welcome anybody joining us. We are doing the Rampage watch along. We have been here since 5 o'clock, watching NJPW Rumble on 44th Street.
8
Right
p.m.
now,
Eastern.
Kylan King and what is her name again? I'm sorry.
Mayu Iwatani.
Thank you. Are wrestling for the IWGP Women's Championship,
Ooh.
and
And on
yeah,
Rampage, we have
I like her little
versus
foxtail.
Daddy Magic.
who? Daddy Magic versus who?
Moxley,
Oh,
right?
interesting. I like Daddy Magic. He's one of my favorite announcers on Dark Elevation. I forget which one he's on, but he's fucking hysterical.
You see the super kick?
With the girls' match?
Yes.
Yes.
Best in the biz.
As much as I don't like them, sometimes I forget how good these guys are.
Daddy Magic.
He's still a douche, but you know.
It's
Yeah.
But
Bruh, that's what I'm saying, Blue. They barely appreciate when we give them food.
Right.
Well, I don't know what kind of tail that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be a dog tail, a raccoon tail? What kind of tail is that?
I have no clue. I don't know. It's blue and white. I'm not sure. I don't know any animal that's blue in nature. Well, other than like a blue jay, a bird, but not that has a tail that's blue like that in nature.
Peacocks?
Not quite like that tail.
Oh, y'all are watching. I can't do two screens at one time. Like, this is enough.
Yeah, I only got NJPW on. I'm not watching Rampage at the moment.
My focus is horrible.
all right, so I'm gonna turn the GP whatever you said off. I'm gonna watch Rampage.
All right.
I mean, Mox is getting his butt kind of kicked by
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Don't insult Matt Menard by calling him Daddy Yankee.
What? But he's Canadian.
Daddy Yankee's terrible.
So is Shaggy.
No.
We're not doing this today. We're not doing
No.
this today.
You just mad because you didn't like that pro cheater. It wasn't me song.
You think Shaggy is Jamaican?
Well, he might not be Jamaican, but I like his music.
I like Boombastic. Like, y'all can say what you want. I like that song.
I like Shaggy.
I like Shaggy.
He's not Jamaican.
Oh, my sister, her name is Angel, and so Angel is her ringtone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aw.
wait, you still have ringtones? Yes.
Hey.
I need to get like you and actually turn my ringer on.
No. On her phone, when her phone rings,
Oh.
that's what plays whenever her phone rings.
Look, I was just amazed that you had your ringer on and in real life. Okay.
I don't answer my phone.
That's good to know.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so
Honestly, I don't know what my ringtone is.
yo, I heard my phone ring for the first time in about 6 months. Yes. My phone is always on vibrate.
Yeah, me too.
What?
I'm just like, what is this? Why whose phone is ringing? Oh, it's me.
That's hilarious.
My mom said, "Watch out for people putting fentanyl in the kids' candy." I told her drugs are expensive. No one's spending their hard-earned money to get perfectly good drugs to kids.
Hey. Unless you that messed up where you forget you putting fin on the kids stuff instead of what you call it, little Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, that's
Moonsault. And it is over.
Who won that one?
Iwatani retains her title.
Oh,
that
darn.
makes sense.
Uh,
I'm
I-
very surprised New Japan got a women's championship. That's that's
they
awesome.
just got it, I think.
This is honestly the first New Japan's women match I could ever remember watching on a New Japan show. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of New Japan shows, but I've watched enough, and I've never seen one.
Right.
They've done like half a dozen,
Yeah.
but like that's half a dozen in like 50 years. So
Yeah.
They'd be like on Starcade and whatnot.
And most of them have been in like the last 3 years. So there you go.
On Rampage, we have Mox hitting Daddy Magic. Oh, yeah. He just RKO'd Angela Parker. Yeah. How is that not a disqualification?
I'm glad somebody's still doing a cutter.
That was pretty. That QT does he does the cutter too when he's on TV.
We got 3 people.
Yep. You stopped this stuff because you knew that was the good.
we got Matt Riddle, we got John Moxley, and we got Sammy Guevara.
Okay, now I just thought, okay, yeah.
Oh, Daddy Magic mocking Mox and looking sloppy as hell.
Wait. I'm very surprised they're giving Daddy Magic this much offense. Like, okay, what are we doing with this? Why?
I mean, they got to get some type of shine. They are signed to be, wrestlers, not just commentary.
I would love for them to be a tag team, though. And
they are.
AEW needs a lot of tag teams. Let's do that.
They're going through a tough time with their son, and they have to make sure that they can support him at all times. Oh, we have the Prime coming out.
Wait.
I feel like AEW has the most stacked tag team division, though.
Do they?
It took a hit. It did take a hit.
It took a hit, but it's still number 1 compared to everybody else.
Yeah,
what is number?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what is number 2? Is it New Japan or is it Impact?
That what? I'm sorry, I missed what you were saying.
For tag teams?
Yeah, tag divisions.
New Japan.
I'd say New Japan. As number
probably.
2.
Just because Impact doesn't have the depth it used to. Okay, so.
And some guys are leaving too. Like Impact's tag division isn't as strong as it was a month ago.
Lee is really, really talented, and if they push Lee, he would be a big star. But bro, out here right now looking like Frank Ocean, so I definitely agree with you. They're gonna put him right back at the bottom. And it's not gonna necessarily be Mox's fault. It's gonna be just Khan not knowing how to book him after that.
No, this shouldn't happen right now. Like the next match, anybody in the firm should be Ethan versus MJF or Ethan versus Moxley. It shouldn't be Lee Moriarty or anyone else.
I like saving Ethan. I like saving him.
So I guess we know what the main event is now, huh?
Saving him for what? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
I would like to see Ethan challenge either both of them or be the one to win the belt off of either of them. Because he's really, really good. And if he was given the proper push and the proper time, he could be the top champion. Realistically, and we would believe it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Blue should have Ethan Page versus Mox more.
I want to see all
the one I see is Ethan Page versus Orange Cassidy for the All Atlantic.
Give me Ethan Page versus the Invisible Man.
We just need Ethan Page on the screen. We just need Ethan Page on the screen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with Sammy. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing Ethan Page wrestle Mox for the title and be an AEW champion, but I think for whatever reason he's slotted in that more kind of mid tier, and he's probably more likely to be wrestling Orange Cassidy for that title than he is to be wrestling for the world title.
Like he's
Again,
about
another
to,
reason I'm not sure why. Maybe Tony Khan doesn't see him as a main eventer, but for whatever reason, it doesn't appear that he does.
that whole thing with American Top Team and Sammy that derailed a bunch of people,
Yeah,
but for no good reason.
The
A
fans
bunch
are
of
the ones
people.
who choose who's the main event. It's the ones who get the reactions, the ones who get the buys, the ones who sell the merch.
But it's
They are your main eventers.
yeah,
but it's like okay, when they're with Dan Lambert, when they're with him, they were going somewhere, and they would have just turned Scorpio Sky babyface and let him face Scorpio. He would be way bigger. But we spent 2 extra more months with him Sammy versus Scorpio for what reason? No
Another thing,
reason.
but it's
it's
also,
it,
I mean, go ahead.
if you try to put a guy in the main event who is not a main eventer, the fans will let you know.
Yeah, but
Look at
like,
how they treated Roman for all those years.
now to be fair, there are some guys that will never get over, and I understand that. But
Yeah.
you're writing the stories, you're creating it. Like, you can put over the guys that you want to put
Hmm.
over and build them up. Like, no one's stopping you. Sure, some guys get over organically, and some guys never get over. Some people never get over. So it is what it is. But for the most part, you can get people over or not. And so it's all about your booking and your writing and your decision on who you want to get over.
Take Hangman. Yes, he was a good star, but if he didn't have that whole tagging with Omega, turning on the Bucks, going into depression, Dark Order helping him to get back up, that was a long term story, but that was a story that was geared towards Hangman being champion. You can do that for a lot of other people. It don't.
Yeah. And if you give someone more screen time and good storylines, they're going to be more popular and sell more merchandise. Like, that doesn't happen in a vacuum. Like, that happens because you put them on the screen and because you give them good storylines or take the reins off and let them do what they do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So.
But damn it, Blue, he does it so well.
All right. Zack Ryder.
Ugh.
See,
That's the opposite situation there, where he did get over, and it was a situation of ignore it, ignore it, ignore it.
crush
And then
it,
you had
bury it,
segments of like
bury it.
The Rock coming out to speak, and the crowd is just chanting for Zack Ryder, while The Rock is trying to speak, and it's like, how you gonna do The Rock like that?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's a perfect example, right? Like, they're going to push who they want to push. It doesn't, to a certain extent, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, and they can, to a certain extent, dictate. Like I said, sometimes people are over or not over, and it's organic, and it's going to happen no matter what. But for the most part, they can dictate who's over and who's not, and who's, so.
Cause it took a lot for them to bury Zack Ryder, like a lot, like him, like fake hurt, let Kane powerbomb him like 4 to 5 times. It took a lot for them to crush that storyline.
Yeah.
It took John Cena.
A lot, and Eva Marie being basically a hoe. It was just like. What was her name? Was her name Eva Marie? It was Eva Marie, right?
No, that was Eve Torres.
Eve Torres. Sorry. I was gonna say something. Oh, you nice. Eve Torres was the hoe.
I guess I should have known that Okada is going to be the main event of the show, right? No one's better than Okada. No one's more over than Okada.
Sorry, what were you talking about? Jade was on screen. I was distracted.
Yep, 1 minute move.
I was saying, of course, Okada's in the main event. Nobody gets booked bigger than Okada in Japan, right?
Look, remember what Ibushi said? That is great. They cannot make an error booking at all. Oh, yes to the Jade.
Jade's looking a little blue without her title. Doo-dooch.
I mean, they do have her in blue, and it's really creepy. That's really creepy.
I gotta make my puns. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We
We have
understand.
Keith Lee coming out to face whoever this person will be.
Speaking of that, do you know why Norway has barcodes on the sides of their battleships?
Why?
So when they return to port, they can Scandinavian.
Oh my god. That was even worse than I thought it was going
How
to
do
be.
you have dad jokes? See, you're so young.
That's so terrible. It's so terrible.
Like, there's a huge limit on dad jokes. Okay.
I think ELP has the best jacket in wrestling. The light up back of his jacket is insane.
Can we start with some? Can Serpentico win something? Like, why he gotta be in this position?
Okada, Will Ospreay, and Tanahashi usually wear nice jackets too. Oh, and Takahashi.
Yeah, no, I was just
Can't
talking
forget
about the way.
Takahashi.
Oh,
I was
Serpentico.
talking about the way
Man.
I-
ELP's lights up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the only other jacket I remember lighting up was Jericho's, and I
Chris
like his
Jericho.
better than Jericho's.
Yeah, his is way better than Jericho's.
Keith Lee just beat Serpentico. He just power bombed him.
10 seconds.
Right, Sammy, as you spoke your second sentence, he had messed.
Mhm.
It was over. It was done.
Yeah. Poor Serpentico.
Like, he's so nice.
I
Right?
like Serpentico.
I do too.
So he gets picked on by all the ladies backstage.
Oh yeah. Earlier, when Roman Reigns was out, everybody had the ones up, and I threw up the twos.
Who do you think wins this
Disclaimer.
match, Sammy? Shingo or ELP?
Shingo.
Yeah, I think I'm going with ELP.
Oh,
I think Shingo's gonna hold the title till Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, maybe. ELP's been getting pushed pretty hard though. He's been on an upward trajectory.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him with the title.
we have the Acclaim approaching Keith Lee, and they look very, very angry.
Uh-oh. Is Max Caster rapping?
No.
Oh.
No. Daddy Ass has not. They think that Swerve snatched Daddy Ass. That is a very awkward way to say that.
Interesting.
Swerve snatched Daddy ass.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and we have Swerve with the grill laughing maniacally.
That is a headline I would like to see on a newspaper. Swerve snatched Daddy ass.
He says that Billy Gunn had a family emergency and he went home, but there is no emergency. And we see, he got two sons that just watched him get beat up and put in a trunk. Uh-oh. We have Billy Scissorhands. I don't. Oh,
Scissorhands.
You know, I like true crime and all that, but please stop. Don't hurt Billy.
Don't hurt Billy.
he's the only good part of DX we got left.
He's like the most
Hashtag
over
don't
thing
hurt
in the
Billy.
world of tag team wrestling right now.
I just want to know, like, how his children who look just like him just allow him to get kidnapped, and now his black kids gotta watch him get killed.
What you gonna do, Keith Lee?
Uh,
Okay, now, Swerve, you gonna Romanize him right
oh,
now. Are you all up in the dude's ear with freaking
All right, here we go. Oh man, I when I saw Keith Lee getting out of the ring, I thought Keith Lee was gonna go chase after him.
Oh, damn, swear. I
so
think
Shing,
who Aleister Black was when he was in WWE, when nobody could seem to find the door for them to knock on. Keith, please, Keith, don't.
oh, so Shingo just missed an ELP.
Because like I'm gonna say right now, I am totally down for Keith Lee joining the Acclaimed. Just
Poor Keith Lee. He got morals and a thesaurus.
Right?
I
And
am
he's stuck.
down for a world championship match with Keith Lee, and the fans chant "Oh Scissor Me Daddy," and then Keith Lee scissors Daddy ass.
He seems like he would be totally into that. Look, I'm trying to make sure that what I'm saying sounds okay, but it doesn't ever go well.
But it doesn't ever.
Jericho Appreciation Society here on the screen, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
How is it that Matt Menard feels like the standout of JAS right now?
Because he's probably the best thing they got. Oh,
Boo!
Shingo just suplexed El Phantasmo into a chair. This match has been insane.
Wait, Sammy, are you behind?
Am I behind?
No, you kept saying wait.
Blue says, I love Daddy Magic. Me too. I like
Yeah.
him. I like Matt Menard. He makes me laugh all the time.
Yeah. My God, boo!
Oh, joy. These hoes.
These hoes.
I think I'm ahead.
Where are you at? Where are you at, Rampage?
Well, I was booing when they were kissing.
We just
I'm
saw
still kissing. It's still on my screen.
You want me to go back like 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I mean, when you say kissing, that could be at any point in time because they do that a lot.
Whoa! Oh!
I mean, like it's just the. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
Let's prove our love by like kissing each other all the time.
They even prove it. Shove it in people's faces. Like,
is Madison Rain coming out for you yet?
Madison Rain has came out.
Okay. Not for me yet. She's coming out now.
Okay, I'll go back another 10 seconds.
Blue says Daddy Magic has replaced Fuego del Sol and QT Marshall as the most confident losers, in his opinion.
I mean, but Daddy Magic can actually win.
He does win sometimes,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, Madison Rain got her look together. Like when she first came, it was like her the stuff that she wore the last time she wrestled. Like, okay, now I'm here. I have I have to do highlights.
I'm gonna go smoke.
Okay.
Make sure you get a pancake.
So El Phantasmo is about to go coast to coast, Shane McMahon style, and kick the garbage can into the balls of Shingo Takagi.
Ooh.
He's got the garbage can right between his legs, and he's about. Oh, maybe he's not going to do it now. What's he doing? Oh,
the agony.
What are we seeing? He's going to go. He's going to go corner to corner. Oh, no. Shingo got up. Okay. I was like, he's going to go corner to corner? No.
Let's go, Madison Rain.
Let's go, Madison. Let's go.
Blue says Madison Rain shops at Forever 21. You mean Forever 45?
Look, Forever 21 has the same stuff as Shein and all them. Same thing as Rain.
Like them, New York and Company. It really is the same company.
You get in where you fit in, hun bun.
But like the outfit's good though. The outfit's good.
Look. I don't do fashion.
Like
If it fits and it's clean, I'm good.
like I just need like name brands. No, I need to be a collective color matching. Don't have to match, but go. And then the highlights matches the gold. So I see it ain't not that much. Like you said, it fits. It's not baggy on her.
I'm gonna
I'm not
ask
afraid
you
to bring
what you're
things
talking
back.
about.
What you say?
I'm not afraid to bring things back. Something's not in fashion. I'll make it cool again.
Bro, I don't even know what is fashionable. So if it fits and it's clean,
I love clothes, and I like to think that I'm somewhat fashionable, but I'm probably not.
Blue.
I know, right? I was gonna put it up, but I can't put it up. I mean, I guess we're not monetized yet, so we can. But
what do you say?
See, I be trying. I be trying to think that you a good person. And you be doing shit. That be showing that you ain't shit, bro. Like,
just when we start to think Blue might be a good human, right? He says some shit like that,
It's like
and then we're reminded.
okay,
enough of that.
She's kind of like a lot of these other women in wrestling. They just look about 20 years older than they are.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
okay.
listen, the wrestling business is hard, right? And if it's hard, I mean, it's got to be hard on women, just as hard as it is on women as it is on men, right? So
Maybe a
I'm
little
sure they
harder.
party just as much. They fucking so it doesn't surprise me that they age.
Look, it is not that hard to buy you some Cetaphil. I'm watching some Cetaphil and go from there. There's no reason that you are 21 and you look like you are 45.
This fact. This fact.
Blue said he started drinking about an hour ago. We gonna have to give him a disclaimer.
Blue, I've come to appreciate that I can just say Blue ain't shit and everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Holy smokes. This El Phantasmo Shingo match has been insane. Now there's a ladder in the ring.
But can they use the ladder?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's got to be. I mean, they didn't hear it. It's for the King of Professional Wrestling title, but it must be a no holds barred or something because they're using ladders and garbage cans and kendo sticks and all sorts of shit. So.
Well, you remember in TNA at one point when they were doing championships, you couldn't get like DQ'd or anything if you used weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
So that might be what that is.
Yeah.
Mm.
And on Rampage we have
Picture in picture.
We have picture in picture. Ty almost got beaten.
Oh my god! You got to be kidding me! El Phantasmo just did a swanton off the top of a huge ladder onto Shingo on a table, and then Shingo actually kicked out.
Oh wow!
Right? Blue says the disclaimer could just be CM saying this fool's views are not our own. Blue ain't shit.
Yup. We ain't down with that. Blue ain't.
Although Blue, sometimes I be agreeing with you. Oh, that's what I want to tell y'all. For the first time in like a month, I heard Code of Personality.
Oh.
It was on a new Netflix movie called Wendell and Wild that was actually pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like that song was a banger. That I like if CM Punk has done anything right in his career, he brought that song to the forefront. I liked it when they used it for Stone Cold's inauguration to the Hall of Fame. Like, that was actually a pretty cool video for him too.
Oh. I always find it interesting when some wrestlers are worthy of getting an actual song, and some just have to take whatever's written for them or take whatever's
Right?
give it to him by WWE or AEW. Like why does he get Cult of Personality a real song? Like he ranks enough that they pay for that shit apparently. So
And
I
I get
mean, look
some
at Orange
basic.
Cassidy. He's had 2 licensed songs.
yeah.
Yes, Punk ass Phil still ain't shit. Whoever put out that story about a dog is obviously needs help. And that got debunked. And the HR lady got pulled into it again.
It's
Yep.
like that was the dumbest thing you could have done. Like, yes, we can't believe the Bucks, but it was a little bit of doubt for CM Punk. Now this little bit went from here to here.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Like if there was an issue with the dog, why didn't you say that at the beginning? Like
If you are a dog lover and you know that your dog got hit in the face with a door, 1, why would you not take it to the vet earlier? And
yep.
2, why would you not stop fighting to make sure that your dog is okay? I know if my children, and I know some people treat their pets like children, I know if my children are near a tussle, I'm going to make sure they're okay and they're safe. And we might go back to tussling. But I'm not going to be like,
Keep
oh,
tussling.
I'm going to fight you.
Yeah. No, that's why he's full of shit.
And why is your dog there? Like,
Right?
no offense. Why is your dog there in the first place?
Because he needs love. And
It's not bring your dog to work day. God damn.
he said if he's got to work with children, Scott Colton is going to have to watch his dog.
Do you see anybody else with their animals around?
When we say dog, are we talking about Larry or Ace?
Both.
The one that's registered with the pound.
Oh,
That
the
could
one
be
that's house
either.
trained. Okay.
Again, that could be either.
We're just
Still have to be more.
assuming.
Kick out.
Blue says Madison out here jumping off the top rope like she didn't know her knee's gonna be hurting in the morning.
It was like, do we call it like an off the top rope cutter? That's what it looked like. Even though she landed on her knee.
So El Phantasmo and Shingo are both sitting in chairs face to face, just exchanging right hands, one after the other.
It's so odd that she's married to Josh Matthews.
Right?
Right? How did that pop off, man? Like, honestly.
Impact.
I hate Josh Matthews.
Why?
He's always driven me nuts. He was a terrible announcer. I don't know. I never liked him as an announcer. He just always drove me nuts.
Every week we find out that you dislike someone new. All right, Madison Rain and Ty on my screen are still going. I'm kind of bored of this match now.
Yeah, it seems like it's been going for a while. You guys have been talking about this match for a little while.
Yeah, I know I'm slightly delayed on mine, but good God.
No, it's still going. And of course, Ty, the one. Oh gosh.
I think Ty needs more training.
This is only her second year. That's the thing. Like, this ain't her fifth or fourth year. It's still her. She's still new to this.
No, baby, this is like her 4th or 5th year.
Oh, I forgot she was in NXT.
She was in NXT for a few years.
Okay, this is her second year on TV. Like, you have to be good on TV, boo boo. Oh, get that paid. Okay.
Oh, hello, Ethan.
Oh my gosh! A Death Valley driver off the top rope onto a chair. Oh, here we go. With the
Ethan
finish.
Page saying,
Oh.
saying that MJF made the decision to change the plans, and they don't like that.
Facts.
So Shingo won with a double underhook power or pile driver onto a chair. That match was insane. I'm a little surprised. I guess I shouldn't be. Shingo's pretty over, but El Phantasmo's been on quite the run lately, so I'm a little surprised that he lost. But that match is good. Wow, that might be a 5-star match. It was at least 4.5 stars for sure.
Oh. In addition to Dante Martin being in the AEW Eliminator tournament, Ethan Page is in as well.
Oh, nice.
The business just picked up.
I'm back.
Holy smokes. ELP and Shingo was fucking insane, Sammy.
Mm-hmm. I was missing Rampage, but I was keeping up with that.
You called it. Shingo won. But there were some near falls there. I thought El Phantasmo had it a couple times.
You know, if I were to get my hair cut again, it'd probably look a lot like Shingo's.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What is the Rampage main event? Do we know?
It is Wardlow versus Fuck the Matt Taven.
Okay.
Which is, yeah.
That's right.
Who you got, ALW?
I'm taking Wardlow. I hope maybe he kills Matt. No, I don't hope he kills Matt.
Who do you got, Anika?
I don't know who Matt Taven is.
I don't know who Matt Taven is.
Who you got, CM?
Of course, it's Fuck Matt Taven.
Matt Taven. I got Matt Taven.
Like, I don't even know why we got beef with Matt Taven, but we all ride out. So,
Matt Taven's winning.
now you know Matt Taven is not beating Titties Wardlow.
Not for the title, not tonight in his fucking AEW singles debut.
He did it
know
for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's why he destroyed Ring of Honor.
Like,
Didn't they basically do that in Impact 2 with the tag titles as well?
Yeah, basically.
He goes into a company, he wins the title.
They did that in NWA.
Every company he walks into, he wins a title.
The OGK showed up in NWA and won the title on the same night they showed up and made their debut.
I don't know.
But that's NWA.
Like, maybe AEW is going to be different, but, like...
they should
Like this-
be.
So I'm kind of surprised. There's only, I mean, maybe this will go over, but I think Rumble's supposed to end at 8 o'clock. That'll be 3 hours. And they haven't even started the main event yet.
So what is the main event for
It is.
Say it again, please.
It's Jay White and Juice Robinson Bullet Club versus Okada and geez, now I'm forgetting who his partner was. Who his partner is going to be?
Kingston?
Yes, Eddie Kingston. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
So what are we calling them? Higher
seems like-
Pinnacle?
Which seems like an odd pairing, Eddie Kingston and Okada, but
Taller Pinnacle?
no, Blue. We're not rooting for Matt Taven here. I don't
Yeah,
care what
right,
Sammy
a
or
little bit.
CM or anybody else says.
Look, I just know Wardlow and his titties is not getting beat tonight.
Thank you. Eddie Kingston's giving a promo right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also shout out to Mox for doing the Lord's work and getting Claudio and Eddie back kind of cool again.
Right?
I don't think he has enough juice to pull that with him.
We know what you do, Wardlow. Do you know what Matt Taven does? He walks into companies and he wins titles.
He's not gonna win this title.
Yeah, I just can't imagine there's any way that Tony Khan is booking Matt Taven over Wardlow tonight for the TNT title.
I mean,
I've said that every single time. And I've been wrong every single time.
Matt Taven might know the plug, so
If he does, Tony Khan's a worse booker than Jimmy McIntyre even makes him out to be.
I've betted against Matt Taven too many times to bet against
what
him
is his
tonight.
nickname?
Who?
Dummy Kong.
No,
Dummy Khan.
besides Dummy Khan.
Yeah, CHK.
And as we've heard previously, cokeheads don't make the best decisions sometimes.
Blue says, you can't make me cheer for Wardlow. Man has all the charisma and personality as a jar of warm mayonnaise.
That is not true. At least it's like he got a little spice to him. He's ranch.
He's ranch.
Kraft
Now,
ranch.
hold on. Hold on now. Mayonnaise has like a kind of taste to it.
Tang.
It depends.
It's a tang.
It's a tag.
It depends.
Wardlow does not. So he's pretty to look at, not to talk.
Do we do a vote here? Does he have a little spice to him, or does he not even have a little tang?
I think he has a tang.
For me, he has no tang. Yeah, Wardlow doesn't move the needle for me. He doesn't. I'm not.
I like Wardlow. I like him. I've liked him for as long as he's been in AEW. He is like water, no taste.
I liked him when he just did what Max told him to do and just beat people up for Max.
Right?
I'm not a huge fan of him as a title holder on his own.
They're bringing Mike
Speaking on his
Tyson
own.
back.
And
It says something for like the boardwalk of something. Like what is it? The boardwalk of Hall of Fame?
They're bringing
Now,
Mike Tyson
You
back.
put Wardlow with Samoa Joe. I'm cool with it. Because
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
not.
Samoa Joe. I'm not going to mind Wardlow being there with him.
Joe has to do something eventually by himself. He has a belt.
the only reason I'm okay with
Joe
it
do
is
something. Have Joe do something. That's all I want. Do something.
And if you're going to have him do
Please.
something, at least have him do something with someone who's over. I'm not a huge Wardlow fan, but he's over and he gets a lot of TV time. So more
Yeah.
time for Joe. At least put him to someone who's rising, who's being pushed.
I do wonder what the plan was before MJF did the whole buy ticket to a plane. Maybe he did, maybe he did not. Like what was the plan for Wardlow after he beat MJF? Yes, the TNT title, but like, do we have any plans beyond
It
that?
didn't seem
or
like
were they
there
supposed
was
to
a
be just
plan.
that?
Like, what has happened?
You think like after the TNT title, they had no more plans for him? That was it. That was the end of the story.
Probably.
Oh man.
Are we all in agreement that they have to put the title on MJF in full gear now? Right? I mean, now's the time to do it, right? I mean, if they don't, they're missing the boat again, right?
And
I don't know.
if you put the title on MJF, who goes after MJF? Who's built up enough to be a viable contender for MJF?
You want my answers?
Sure.
I would like to see Hangman Page, but I'd also really like to see Jungle Boy.
I think they're gonna push that Jungle Boy thing off a little bit more until they're ready for him to win.
Until they're ready for him to win?
The last
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
I was thinking I'd like to see him versus MJF and then MJF beating him.
but he's already beat him for a belt before, or for like a shot at a belt or something.
He already beat him. Yes.
So
I don't know.
I'm gonna hold off on that just a little bit longer.
I just think with as over as MJF is right now, I just think this is the time to do it.
Like,
If he
take your point.
loses to Moxley, I don't know. The crowd is going to be, I don't know. I mean, Moxley's over, and don't get me wrong. I mean, there'll be people that are happy, but I don't know.
Like, they have an out. with this whole firm thing, they have it out where the firm
Oh,
could
sure.
beat Mox. They could beat up MJF and he lose that way. So that
No
could be
doubt.
their out.
I think the thing with the firm is a work though. I think they're trying to get in Moxley's head.
Well,
I think MJF. I think
MJF got a week off while Mox is fighting next week.
Yeah. No,
Time
I
for the
think
match
MJF
I've been waiting for.
trying to make Mox think that he's whatever, but they're all working together, the firm and MJF.
But Moxley isn't Punk, so
Yeah.
it's like I wouldn't buy Moxley buy into this. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do something way more than this for Moxley to say, "All right, you and the firm are done." That, in my opinion, like Moxley is on the edge of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Don't trust anybody.
That match last night, Blue, was crazy.
Blue says, "I love how Eddie ain't won shit, but he main events everywhere he goes." Yeah, that's true.
Because Eddie is that dude.
He
So
is.
Okada,
Eddie's that dude, except Cocaine Khan.
So Okada and Juice Robinson both got eliminated from the match last night.
Right.
And it was down to Jay White and John Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going at it, but then Eddie runs in, throws Jay White out, and so Moxley wins, and then Eddie cuts a promo on Jay and basically told him he ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what his promos have been lately. I don't like you, Jay. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit.
That sounds good though. I like it.
I'm gonna come over here and beat you up, and you gonna like it.
Like, was it a master class in professional wrestling? No, but man, that match was so much fun.
Man,
like
sometimes
for me, that's like a match of the year contender because it was so much fun.
I will take fun over technical grappling any day of the week. I will take fun over it every time.
I mean, how are you gonna have a match with people like Tom Lawler, Eddie Kingston, and it not be a good time? Homicide.
Are you ready for a good time?
Amazing Red. Like, that match was full of people.
So Matt Taven is currently giving Wardlow an actually good match. He's sending it to him.
Like he did a frog splash on his kneecap.
I'm sorry. I'm watching Jay White and Eddie right now. My focus is drawn.
Me too.
That's why it's four of us. That's why it's four of us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Straps are down. Eddie's chest is bare.
As you can see by what I'm wearing, I could not decide who to root for.
Oh, okay. So can we pose the question to them that we had earlier? So as you can see, Sammy had conflicting feelings, right? And I'm like, as an Eddie Kingston fan, that's going to be the case because Eddie has a feud with darn near everybody he's in his orbit. And so the question was, has Eddie actually had a friend he didn't feud with? Like ever?
Colby Corino. I don't think he ever feuded with Colby Corino.
And who was that?
Well, Steve Corino's son, but he's in NWA. He was in Evolve before. They were part of the Unwanted group called the Unwanted. But I mean, I'm not sure he's wrestled Joe Gacy or Sean Maluda either, and they were all Unwanted. They were all the Unwanted. So
I thought they wrestled each other before they became the Unwanted.
Well, maybe that might have been before I was watching Evolve. I don't know.
But
they were already
Colby
the Unwanted.
Corino, I don't think he ever had a match against Colby Corino even before the Unwanted was formed.
Yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, Eddie's the kind of guy that, like, even his friends he fights with, right? Like, at some point in time, he's always getting in a fight with somebody, even if it's his best friend. And in AEW, he's had at least 3 or 4 best. Everyone's his best friend, right? Like when he gives a promo about what's going on, everyone's his best friend, or someone. This person's his best friend this week. Like one
No,
week it's Penta,
Penta and Mox.
it's
it's been
been very
Penta,
Penta and
it's
there's
been
consistent.
Mox, it's
It's
been
Penta,
Santana, it's
Mox.
been Ortiz, it's
No,
been
it's
fucking.
never been Santana.
It's a monkey.
It's
Eh,
it is Ortiz. It is Mox
Ortiz is number
and
3.
Penta.
Ortiz is number 3.
His female friends is Ruby Soho, but that is in real life. Those are the people he associates with.
I think we can all agree Ortiz is number 3.
Eh,
He seems
I
to
don't
care a
know.
lot more about Penta.
It depends.
I mean, when last time Penta and Eddie been in the same room together? Just love behind picture in picture, man.
So this Rumble is either going longer than 3 hours, or this match is going to end quickly and be very short for a main event, which NJP doesn't do very often. So this has to be going over 8 o'clock. I kept watching the clock, thinking, how much time are they going to give El Phantasmo and Shingo?
You know, I thought that they were going to make Eddie TNT champion last year.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, but I thought that's what the plan was.
I could have told you that won't gonna happen.
I think. I mean, I'd love to see a title on Eddie, but I think he's kind of in a position where he doesn't necessarily need a title. He's so over just in general.
And
Like,
then instead he got the CM Punk feud last fall.
yeah.
Like,
But I thought he was going to be TNT champion at All Out.
I wonder. Eddie seems pretty. I love Eddie Kingston. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. But he seems pretty unpredictable, and I wonder if that doesn't stand in his way of being a title holder or pushed more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's done a really good job at AEW as far as showing up and being pretty reliable. But I know that at times in his career he hasn't, and so I wonder if, like, well, we put the title on him and he doesn't show. You know what I mean? Like, and we get old Eddie, do we have an issue? Like,
and to that I say, MJF didn't get on the doggone play.
Yep.
So it's like, no,
you're right.
You're right. Something stronger than that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, like 2021 really is a year of missed opportunities for AEW. Like it was a bunch of stuff that should have happened that just somehow didn't, man. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What are we waiting for? Excuse me.
Sigh of relief.
Wardlow won.
Wait, I'm not there yet.
He's about to conduct the symphony.
Yes,
He's about to conduct the symphony.
Now his
I rewound my TV, didn't I?
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Now he won.
Now he won. Good. I didn't think they were going to let Matt Taven win tonight.
All right. AEW drew my attention away from New Japan now.
All right, my Canellis is that trying to beat up Wardlow. Here comes Joe.
Mike Bennett, not Canellis.
Joe.
Bitch. My bad.
He did go by Mike Kanellis for a little while though. I forget which promotion it was in, but one of the promotions he was Mike Kanellis for a little while.
He was that was in WWE.
Oh.
Okay.
That faction just got a lot stronger.
What am I missing?
Who was that?
Okay. Let's do this. Let's go.
All right, y'all got to tell me what you're seeing because I'm watching New Japan.
Is this what I want?
I'm ahead, so I shouldn't say.
Oh shit!
Somebody say something. God damn.
You thought
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse
Why you gotta do Joe like that?
Powerhouse Hobbs came out to do what?
to beat up Samoa Joe and
He
Wardlow.
might be with the kingdom.
So he's joining the kingdom?
No,
No,
no.
no.
Now he's with the.
Prince
Did Prince
Nwangi's
Nana buy
team.
him too?
He's what?
He's with Prince Nana's group.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh Nana, what's my name? I'm sorry,
Prince Nana. That's his name.
Prince Nana.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
Blue said Joe just hit him harder than time and say his hairline.
Ain't nobody said nothing about nothing.
Blue was relentless on Joe's hairline.
Okay.
Blue, let's see your hairline. Let's see your hairline, bro.
Powerhouse Hobbs, Gates of Agony, Brian Cage, and that one dude.
Oh. I don't want Cage to be in infection
Sorry,
with
I got it.
Hobbs again. That's not good.
That one dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what he means by that one dude.
There's another dude in the faction.
Prince Nana, guys.
Oh, he must be talking about
Well,
Prince
he's
Nana.
the leader. I thought like another wrestler.
No, I think it's just.
Is there? It's Prince Nana and the four wrestlers,
Yes, I believe
right?
that's right.
There's not five wrestlers.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not watching, but I don't think so.
It's 3.
There was only 3 before Hobbs. There was only Gates of Agony and Brian Cage and Prince Nana.
Yes,
So now if Hobbs is joining, there's only 4.
exactly.
But Hobbs and Cage and Gates of Agony, man, talk about a nasty stable. Holy
And,
shit.
Yeah.
and it looks like they're finally giving us Wardlow versus Powerhouse. Finally.
I'm for that.
Like that. Like, what took y'all so long?
I'm for that.
Like, this is a scary faction.
It is. Yeah, there's not a small dude in that group. Like, they're all big, big guys.
I like these more than the Trustbusters. I know that's not
yeah.
saying a lot, but I do.
No, these guys actually have some potential. I mean, you look at these guys, you go, God
I
damn.
just don't like the Trustbusters.
Oh, no, the Trustbusters are terrible. I feel bad for Parker Boudreaux, honestly, being stuck with Arya Daivari and Slim J. Like, fuck.
No, Arya Daivari is not the worst part. I think I would like them more if they actually had a story.
Well, there is that, too.
They should not have been in that tournament. I'm sorry, they should not have. We all forgot it was them versus best friends for the first round of the trios titles, and that's not supposed to happen. That shouldn't happen for your first round.
Arya Daivari shouldn't be the biggest name in a faction.
They're a faction of jobbers. They are a faction of jobbers.
If Arya Daivari is the biggest name in your faction,
you're not saying a lot.
You're in trouble.
You're not saying a lot.
Blue says they actually took their time and built up Hobbs a bit. He's a believable threat to Wardlow. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen him enough lately.
Well,
since he squashed Starks,
yeah, but we've seen a lot of him over time.
We have,
because Rampage.
Yeah, he definitely made himself credible for sure.
He squashed Starks.
And honestly, I like Hobbs better than Wardlow. He's got more personality. He's a better talker. I'd rather see Hobbs with the title than Wardlow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's a given.
And then I want to see Starks come back, and then I want to see Starks and Hobbs feud for the title. I want to see Starks get some revenge on Hobbs for fucking.
I could see Starks
him out.
Like, because I don't feel like Hobbs needs a long reign.
No.
I could see Hobbs winning at Full Gear and Starks at Revolution.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad with that. Any way to get Ricky Starks the title, I'm for.
Yes. I need more Ricky on my television. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
He's another one of those guys that, like, it's I don't know, like there's seems to be some sort of disconnect. Like he's over with the crowd, but and he gets pushed here and there, but not enough. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Like,
I
what
mean,
are you doing?
there's a lot of people. I get it. There's only so much TV time, but I don't know.
I would rather have him than the same people every. It feels like we're getting to the point where we're seeing the same people every week, and
Yeah,
that shouldn't happen.
I mean, I understand that when they're going into like a pay-per-view cycle and that particular program is going to be on a cycle, but I also think like there should be better ways to handle it.
I mean, let's look at the names of who we see every week. We got Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah.
We got Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
We got Best Friends.
Yeah.
We got The Acclaimed.
yeah,
And with that, I'd also say Lee and Swerve.
yeah,
And
Britt Baker, Sriracha, Tony Storm.
yeah. I mean, for the
those are
last
the names
month
we
or two,
see every week.
yeah, for the last month or two,
Absolutely.
it's been like that. Yeah, it's been like that. Mox is on TV a
Well,
lot.
I said Blackpool Combat Club.
Oh yeah,
We see at least one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
but it's like,
Now, to be fair, those are all factions, and there are multiple. There's multiple guys, so you can get away with some of that. I mean, it's not just like running back one versus one every week. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, where's Mira? Where's Darby Allin? Where's
yeah,
all these other guys? I mean, more Ethan Page on the TV screen, more Samoa
Well, we
Joe,
actually did see Darby Allin here recently, but
yeah. But just in general, I mean, he hasn't really done much in a while now, and there's a lot of guys on the back burner.
The last big thing they did was with the House of Black, and since then haven't seen much of Darby.
Haven't seen much of Brody King or Buddy Matthews since Malachi really walked away.
Buddy
They wrestled like a week or two after that.
Visa.
And then... Huh?
Matthews had visa issues.
Okay. So, I mean, they wrestled for like a week or two after Malachi left, but then that was it. I haven't seen them for a few weeks now.
I get you having your top stars, but your top stars don't have to fight the same person every day. Like let Danielson go against like Dante Martin. Let Jericho go against Ricky Starks. Like you don't have to go against the same person all the time.
But it does feel like a rotating cast. Yes, you have your regulars. I named 10. But then, like, you got people who come in and go away. And
I mean, to be fair, we don't have Omega and the Bucks right now because they're suspended. Punk's out, injured. So those four would all be on the TV on a regular basis if they were all here, too. So, I mean, but
we typically get a good amount of Eddie Kingston. Like, I wouldn't say he's on every week, but he's on most weeks.
That's a symptom of having too big a roster, too many people, and just not enough TV time. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah.
You can't use everybody.
You can't use everybody, and some people are over more than others. Like, if you don't at this point in time, like if MJF isn't on Dynamite in some way, shape, or form, people are pissed, right? Like,
right.
Even though you see him every week, you're not tired of seeing him, and you want to see him. Like, where's the MJF promo? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
The only way you're going to see
match?
everybody every week is if there's only like 20 people on the roster.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only way you'd see everybody every week.
But to that credit, right?
You ain't wrong, Blue.
MJF won but like when MJF won the chip, he did that little program with with Willa Yuta. It had to be a full on program. It was that little program, and Yuta got over a little bit more than he needed to. Like that's all I'm asking for. Like 30 minutes. Let one of the top stars brace someone up so they can be on a warmer.
Yeah.
Just in case you need it.
Dante Martin is going to be in the Eliminator tournament coming up soon.
Yes, he is. I heard that.
Please let Dante Martin do a season in New Japan.
Yeah.
See if you can do like a little trade for like 4 months. Let Dante Martin run the junior division over there. I want to see him face everyone he can.
Yeah.
That wouldn't suck.
Just like 4
No,
months. Just give us like 4 months.
and it would be good for him because even though I like Dante Martin and I think he's extremely talented, he is still a little green and he could use some more work. I mean, you know, everyone could benefit from more experience, right? And he's not,
Right.
exempt from that. So
Nope, I agree.
Eddie is lighting up Jay White. Oh, and then he just chopped the shit out of fucking Juice Robinson. Well, Okada. Oh, right?
Nice counter.
Sure was. Oh, and another one, a Snapdragon to Eddie. Damn. Damn. So you guys got a match tonight for Rampage?
Knox versus Daddy Magic.
Yeah, it's like they gave Daddy Magic the time, and Daddy Magic used the time. So yeah, Daddy Magic versus Moxley.
Did we have 4 matches?
I think we had 3. It was Daddy Magic versus Moxley.
Madison Rain
Madison
wrestled.
Rain versus Ty Mello. Main event. Keith Lee with squash versus
That doesn't count.
That's my match of the night.
It wasn't even 10 seconds.
That's my match of the night. You blink, you missed it. Match of the night.
What would you guys rate the show out of 10 this week?
I think tonight's been great all around. SmackDown was probably the best WWE television show we've had this year.
Wow.
If y'all don't watch anything, please go watch the Bloodline and Sammy segment at the beginning of the show. It was so deliciously so good. It was on point. It was.
Blue says his match
broke Roman.
Blue says his match of the night is Madison Rain versus the Hands of Time.
Why? That ain't right.
By now, you already know.
Sammy Uso broke Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns couldn't do it.
Yep.
He had to get his shit together.
You had to get his shit. I'll have to check it out.
Sammy broke Roman. He broke Jay. Everybody broke in the doggone ring to the point where I was like, "Is this real?"
And Paul Heyman walks up and pats him on the back.
Like Jay was just rubbing his face like for like a good straight minute. Like, I can't believe he did this. I can't believe he did this. I can't believe he did this.
Whole crowd's chanting Sammy Uso. Sammy Uso.
I love y'all's opinions, but I'm not watching shit from WWE.
Don't watch the whole show. Just go on YouTube and watch that one little segment.
But honestly, the whole show was solid.
I'll try. I make no promises. I honestly have given up on WWE. It caused nightmares at one point. Yeah.
My least favorite part was having to watch Riddick Moss wrestle, but he actually had a good match.
Blue, do not finish that statement that is you are about to type.
I know. So Eddie just ate the pin from Jay White.
God damn it.
Clean pin.
That's what Eddie's there for.
I know, but it still sucks. Luckily he's so over that it doesn't really matter, but
you can't have Okada losing.
Well, of course not.
And Jay has to win.
He doesn't have to win.
I mean, you knew
we finish.
It was either going to be Eddie or Juice taking the pin. Neither Jay or Okada was going to be taking the pin.
Because Jay and Juice are an actual team. Eddie and Okada aren't.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Juice is about to be in AEW.
Yep. I'm all for that. I like Rock Hard.
New Japan pays attention to those things. It's the thing that FDR cares passionately about. Of if you have an actual tag team versus a not actual tag team, the actual tag team should.
Who cares what FDR cares about?
Look, you and those rules.
Who made them the wrestling dads?
Nobody
cares.
Back in my day, tag to the leg wasn't a tag. You got tag with the palm out.
And you gotta hold on to that rope. And if you don't, then you're just plumb not gonna win at all.
Back in my days, they act like they're 65 or 70 and wrestled in the 80s. Like, y'all been wrestling in the modern era complaining about back in my day. Like, what the fuck?
And you better, that white rope is essential. Not the white, not the ring ropes, the white rope for the tag.
The tag rope.
Open.
If you're not holding on to the tag rope,
isn't Scott Dawson's gimmick that he's a dad though? Isn't that his gimmick?
I don't know.
He's got kids.
He's multiple things. I'm sorry. When I first heard about the Revival and they came out, I really thought that they were some B-list porn actors.
Wow.
And I will always say that BTE got FTR over, and folks don't even want to give Cody the credit he deserves or Brandy the credit she deserves.
Man, after this year, if y'all think Cody and Brandy didn't do their jobs, you biased. You biased.
Yeah.
Blue was talking about how Aussie Open looks like porn stars.
With them.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but they do.
Last night on Impact, it was like, baby, I need some facial hair on the other one because you look weird. Like I just like something wasn't going together. I'm just saying.
So Rumble on 44th Street was really good. Very strong pay-per-view.
Baby.
I think the match of the night though was ELP versus Shingo. That match was fucking insane. If you guys get a chance to watch it, check it out.
I don't know. I might have to go with the main event.
I don't know. It wasn't long enough for me. I don't think they let it breathe enough. Like, and it's a tag match, so I don't.
Well, I love tag team wrestling. Like,
yeah,
I do too if it's done well and it's between.
I usually prefer tag team wrestling over singles.
It all just depends. It all just depends on who it is for me. When you have a team like Eddie Kingston and Okada that's not a tag team, that's just Frankenstein for the night like that, I don't really care for. Like, if they were going to wrestle Aussie Open or FTR or an established team, then yeah, I'm all for that. But not that I don't like seeing whatchamacallit on my screen, but yeah.
The first two matches I can remember are both tag team matches. One was Road Warriors winning, and the other one was Nation of Domination winning. Yeah. Couldn't tell you who their opponents were.
Couldn't tell you.
All right. I didn't know anything about this, so I had no expectations. So it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't even know this was happening until the other day.
Oh, you mentioned it.
Eddie! Oh my God! Hope you did the code red! Oh my God!
Yeah, no, I mean, I like New Japan when I watch it. I forget to pay a lot of attention to it, and so just because it's kind of off my radar a little bit, but I like New Japan. I mean,
yeah.
Excuse me, I would have to say for the last time tonight, possibly, Blue, you ain't shit.
What did he say?
He said you can't spell Aussie Open without the open ass. On that note, anyone else got anything to say?
Wrap it up.
NJPW or Rampage?
This is gonna end up being like Tuesday.
All right, CM, you want to take us out?
So, join us live on Tuesday as we discuss.
I don't even think we've made a decision yet.
Our topics that we don't have yet.
Could be something Halloween related.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Or since it is All Saints Day, maybe we could pick our 5 most saint-like wrestlers.
Well, stay tuned. We'll post on Twitter and Facebook between now and then. So
join
check us
on
out
Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, and 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. We are also live on next Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern for Rampage. We not going there, Blue. So this has been Workhorse Wrestling Network. Y'all have a good night. We will see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.